Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThATuMBRELLAgUY. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me. I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me. I'm a man.
You know what? I talked to your mayor.
I'm ADA protected.
When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful. A miracle, oh, it was beautiful. When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful. A miracle, oh, it was beautiful. When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful.
Welcome to that black baby, a population army of one. Getting masked up and rolling over snitches. Sitting them like the cruise line, baby, to throw out the E-stitches. A wrecking ball to all their scams, the grifts they sold as free. The lawyers, the lies, the 50s is K, blocking out the only me. How many claims are left in ruins? Oh, let us count the ways. A memorial, 20K on fencing, a fortune turned into 18K. What's the sound of two brain cells fighting for last place? If you guess the ecosystem, that's right. You got lies about money, a fortune squandered, thousands flagrantly misused. And unlike sickness, there's sadly no cure for stupid. This isn't just a mic drop, it's yet another nuke, asking what they're gonna do when their money turns to poof. The greatest truth out there, they know the truth in what I wrote. But to quote you ecosystem pals, they've already tossed you off the boat. I hope you can float, lady, because they've abandoned you. Abandoned. That's right.
What's up, folks? How's it going? Welcome to a Friday edition of having an different person on. Man, yeah, I know you were thinking, man, they're really late. It must be Megan again. But no. We have a different personality. We have just Jay. What's up, Jay?
How are you doing today, Tug? I was ready to go right at 7 o'clock, and then I was like, wait, is it not time yet?
Exactly. Yeah, Jay was right on his game. Actually, he was here early. I was like, oh my God, he's here dressed to impress. But I was like, man, if we go that early, the audience might get spoiled. And then, sometimes you gotta prima donna it up,
I'm not used to doing that. Normally I have to go right on time. Otherwise I run out of time because I only have so many hours to stream. So normally if I don't go on right at time, I can't get the full 12 hours in.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes, I get it. You try for those 14 hours.
Now, I did something special today. I wrote a song for the show, but I was on the Fleabag show where I was supposed to be a couple weeks ago on a Monday. Mm-hmm. And they were going to bring me on if we got to 4 super chats to read a song or sing my song. Mm-hmm. And by Friday morning, I've been waiting there for 96 hours and I got tired. So I had to leave and never even made it on the show because they set the goal at 4. So I thought maybe we could try the same thing, but I can't stay that long, Todd.
Okay, well, here's some good news, Jay. You know, maybe you didn't notice, but we're at 6 already.
Oh, what
Yeah,
things
yeah.
happen a little?
I know you wanted to wait 96 hours. Maybe we should kick it up just a little bit. Maybe we should try for 12.
We could do 12 because I wrote a song for Megan Fox and for the Fleabags and for you. It's like it's a three-way, Tug.
Oh my God. That sounds very wonderful, Jay.
I put a lot of time. I put 38 hours into this song. I put 38 hours into working.
Well, I mean, you had 96, so I can only imagine. I mean, actually, yeah, it's good. You came out with surplus on there. What do you spend your 96 hours, by the way, doing when you're waiting on that?
Well, fortunately, back in the green room over on the Fleabag show, there's a lot of platters of chicken skin. So,
yeah,
chicken skin.
Mm-hmm. Did you sample some chicken skin, by the way?
I didn't because it was covered in crickets.
Oh, shit. Man, you know there's a co-host right now rubbing his legs with anger over that.
Disappointed, poor Jiminy.
He's like, I'll show you a tweet. Oh, shit. By the way, how many subs do you have, Jay?
I have almost 3,400 subscribers.
34. Now, tonight, I would ask the mods to do me a wonderful favor. This is going to be a good one. Tonight, while Jay is on here, we should post his channel link. And then we should have people go over and run it past the 96 hours. Since, again, they didn't want to accept your wonderful gift, we need to build your own platform where maybe you can get 4 super chats in 96 hours.
I would appreciate that. I've never done it before, but no, I do it on a regular basis. But it would be a nice little change of pace.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You could actually put together your own show. It would be amazing, man.
Well, I just run a clown show over there with a couple of us losers. Just me and Star. She's known now. She's famous now because Fleabag made her famous, but just a couple losers running our clown show.
Yeah, I kind of heard that. I heard you ran a clown show over there. I was like, man, well, despite running a clown show, I still think you'll, maybe it'll work out. Maybe the fleas will, maybe they'll shout you out once more.
I would hope so. I mean, I do a good job at shouting them out, so I think it would be reciprocal.
I had a raider. I was like, well, if I don't mute, she might say a she might say a special word again. She said, I won't say that word ever again. Okay. Well, hey, go upstairs, kiddo. All right. Love you. Love you. Thank you for telling everybody you wouldn't say that again. Ever again. Yes, that's right. I must direct quote you on that one. Yeah, that was kind of my fault. I did set that one up. I was like,
They said you're an awful parent after that.
Yeah. I agree. I did kind of set her up for that one. It was amazing. I learned something. I learned something from them too. I learned that keeping pictures of other people's kids and doxing them is okay, but don't you ever dare call that doxer fat. Holy God.
No, that's wrong. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's wrong.
Yeah, apparently. I didn't realize it was that bad, but Well, Jay, we're almost up to that 12. We're at 11. We're getting close already, buddy. Whoa, man.
It's only been like 9 minutes. I mean, boy, I was expecting to be here for hours and hours and hours.
Well, you do get to hang out, though. It'll be okay.
I'm not just here for the song. Although, yeah, okay. I did write a very special song. Very special.
Okay, because I was like, well, you don't have to run off yet,
Oh, no, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, I'm going to check numbers, and I'm going to see like your numbers versus theirs, because we should start a push. So their numbers, they show 3,720 subscribers. Man, you are really close knocking that out of there, actually. I didn't realize you were right there, man. All right, so they have, yeah, you're only 320 subscribers off. So, folks, I pinned the link to the top of the chat. All I need you to do is go over, hit that link for Jay, go and sub to his channel. Man, 320 of you folks do it, and actually, we need 330 so we can laugh at your stupid asses. And they'll know what they missed out on the other night. I mean, really, he hasn't even brought the A game yet. So we are, by the way, we are at 17 super chats now. If you, if you want to serenade us, that would be amazing.
I will. Well, oh, hang on, I gotta me. I'll get a little drink. Okay, me. Just J Hip is a better co-host than Megan Fox. And Just J Hip does not live in a cardboard box. It's Friday night and Megan Fox is nowhere to be found. But luckily, J Hip is around. Now Megan Fox is spending time with her family. It appears that Tug is not her main priority. Just J Hip is great at making sure that his songs rhyme. And this will be the best show ever. Now the Fleabags say we use all of their content, and the Fleabag says that we need to get her consent. Well, I'm sorry that her show has gone so terribly. That's become a part of mainstream fuckery. Oh, it's Friday night, and Tug and Jay will give you the best Friday night show in the history of the world.
That was amazing. Hey, folks, by the way, I'll note, if we get 40 super chats, Jay won't sing any more songs.
Or Tug won't show that video of me in a corset.
Oh, yeah, actually, that was at 50. That was my next goal. I don't know, that French maid outfit, they might want to see it, man.
Oh, no, not that one. Well, I was disappointed. You showed those pictures of Miyagi, and those were private, Tug.
Well, you know what? Miyagi sent them to me herself. Did you know that?
Yeah, they were marked private, I think I was told. Well, that's what
I think they were marked just for Tug to show on screen. I think that's how they said. So, yeah.
Shame, Miyagi, shame.
The shame. Man, look at that. I saw a few in there, that they threw in. Some people loved your singing. Some people were like, we should have set a cash goal too. Shit. God, there was a lot of flipping out for real about super chats over there. I learned something though. I learned the reason they don't make super chats over there is because unlike everybody else, they don't set goals and try to get them.
Well, no, they said it differently. See, if you ask for them, that's wrong. But if you set a goal but don't mention the goal, then that's okay. You just set a goal at 10, and if they get to 1, maybe they'll give it a try the next time.
What's funny is outside of like now making jokes about setting a number, I don't think I've ever really set numbers.
I did. I set a goal of 30 like the night before, didn't know what I was doing. And then by the next day, we started the show, and I had 16. And I'm like, dang it, I did this.
That's hilarious.
I've never done it again. I don't think I'm too dumb to do this.
Well, I was searching through. I wonder if did they mention you last night? Let me check.
No, I didn't get mentioned. Rosalind got mentioned, and then I was one of the, I think maybe I was one of the pissy channels or something like that, or I don't know.
I think you did get mentioned one time. I think your name actually is in there once. There's also, it confuses me because there's apparently someone called Lori J that's in there,
A Lori?
And it does mess things up. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know who that is exactly, but because I don't like listening to the thing live. It really bothers me. So
I do. It's my favorite show in the world.
I know. Well, I listen to your flea caps now. You have to explain your method, by the way, Jay. How do you get into the preparation for that? Oh man.
well, I put in 4 hours of watching their terrible show, and then I have to think about how great the flea cap's going to be while listening to the terrible show. And that brings a lot of just smiles to my face because I'm just like, oh, this is going to be good. They did more stupid.
That's how I felt after catching the Return on the Mod show. Now I will admit I did not watch all of that Mod show. They were crying because I hadn't listened to all their new songs, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Well, it's funny, though. On the Mod show, they were talking about how they should go longer, so we have to watch longer. I'm like, I only watched 45 minutes of the show before I made fun of them. I didn't have that sort of time. I was live after my show watching with a couple others, and I was like, oh, I'll grab a few screenshots of some fun stuff for tomorrow. And no, we put in 45 minutes, and I said, okay, well, that's enough for me.
Oh, by the way, I heard something amazing. I heard that Paint Chips is wanting trial by combat now.
Oh, I'd be afraid if I was Jeremy. Jeremy, run, because he will never catch you.
Yeah, never throw down with a guy who eats paint chips. What's up? Actually, I was thinking, has anybody ever really called him? He's tried that before, and I think everybody's looked at him like a clown, and they're like, I don't want to fool with this. I wonder if anybody's ever been like, yeah, let's do it. Let's actually do it.
They did when he was in prison. That happened all the time, and quite frankly, he was on the losing end on that one. Usually, pretty easily, he would give up and just consent.
Yeah, but really, who is on the losing end of that one?
Well, that sounds terrible, actually. Now,
yeah, you have to wonder. You have to wonder.
Oh man.
Oh no. Yeah, I think there was an article about that actually in the Aftermath.
Oh yeah,
it was pretty sad.
He was pretty upset about it, and I think he was trying to sue him over how terribly he got treated when he was in prison. They said, you should have buffed up a little bit.
He definitely buffed it up a little bit. Oh, that's bad. Hey, what do you think about the fact that 2L is going to use the remainder of the money to get a lawyer now that Michelle Preston is talking about suing them?
I ran into the same problem, actually, Tug. I've been on your show now twice, and I've only been on Megan's show one time. And she used me as a prop, right? She said, if I get $200, I'll bring just Jay Hip on to do a Rhea known cap. And so I did that. After the show, I messaged her, and I was like, hey, can I get my $200? And she said, no, Jay, that's towards projects. Go get a permit first. And so I went and I was like, but Megan, I could use that money towards the permits. And then she's like, I will use this money to sue you if you ever bring this up again. I was like, but Megan, I was promised $200 to be on your show. And, yeah, same thing.
It's exactly the same. That's sad. That's a sad story, man. Actually, you know what's really funny about that? When you were on doing the recap, I think I was there too.
Yeah, I did my recap. And yes, she said, if we get to $200, then I'll bring just Jay Hip on. Of course, 11 seconds later, she was there. Of course.
Yeah, of course, man. You're a big. I mean, right now, hey, we're at 36 out of the 40 for No More song. That's amazing.
Man, I better get in my next song quickly. No,
you better hurry. Oh my God, man. Yeah, actually, yeah, I see. Also, people are like, well, help out. Georgie makes some. Hey, one at a time. One at a time. We've got to get first. We must get Jay to a certain number. In fact, we are at 3,480 right now. It looks like.
You're kidding.
Make sure.
On a Friday.
Yeah, that's what it says. 3,480. So, what we need again, we need about another 200 of you to go over, click again. It's at the top of the chat. All you got to do is click it and subscribe because well, I think it will be some wonderful comedy fodder. They will really seethe over that one because they keep talking about, Jay and the crew over there. They're just a bunch of losers. They were nobodies, like you said, until they mentioned the flea bags. And then all of a sudden, they became relevant. So wouldn't it be amazing if Jay had more subscribers than they did? Oh my God.
Amazing. I'm already almost at 3,500 subscribers now.
Hell yeah, man. Look at that. That's
you.
Amazing.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, well, I love it. I actually love the fact that, seriously, you did hit 3,500 now. Man, you are really rocking it in there.
You guys are so wonderful. Everyone's so wonderful to me. Thank you all.
They are for real only 220 subscribers away from Jay. So Jay is rocketing and catching up with them. I think that's funny. How many videos do you have, Jay? Let's see. You have 100. This is funny too. So since you're a nobody as well, they have 713 videos and you have 165. So, they did have a 548 video start on you.
Yeah, I did just start I started on February 15th. So I've been doing this for exactly about 8 months. So yeah, it's been quite well.
Yeah, for real. Actually, people watch is a lot of fun. Like, all jokes aside, you have something different over there. It's a lot of fun. You get to laugh at really just crazy. You never know what'll pop up there. And you have guests. They pop in as well. Come on and laugh at it. It's a good show, man.
Well, I appreciate it. It's funny. They keep saying that Megan Fox recruited me. Megan Fox barely knew who I was when I started my show. I mean, I met her a little bit through David Gingras. I would send her some DMs on X, like with mine and Gingras' messages back and forth, because me and him were buddies.
Right. Do you mean you were on Twitter or you were using X? I'm kind of confused.
Twitter. Well, yeah, Twitter, X, same thing. Yo, I wasn't on X. I was on Twitter, and I
was on the X,
I would just send her some messages like, hey, look what Jingy said back and forth, or do you want to see it? She'd be like, yeah, I want to see it. And so I would just send what he would say. And then Jingy, he blocked me twice.
Well, I think you're probably the 2L number one fan, So yep. You know all the ins and outs, all the wonderful stuff that's been going on there,
Oh, yeah. I put in a lot of effort over on that show. It's painstakingly, hard effort, but it's worth it in the end, I think.
Did I tell you, you heard about AI and how it agreed with them in their suffering, right?
Oh yeah, because we've talked about that the other day when I told you, hey, AI was feeling bad for them. In consoling them.
Yeah, so I decided, I talked about this last night, but I decided to tell AI something too. I decided to add pictures as well. I gave it this picture right here, and I told it, and I will read here. Let me see. I have to read behind it. I said, I'm so sad. A channel on YouTube called Two Lees in a Pod made fun of me. And stress reaction, that I've had to from them making fun of me. It has caused, I'll show you here. It has caused me to grow a hump. Look at that. Isn't that terrible? I mean, look at this. It's very awful. So I told it, because of that, those same people now are bullying me yet again, and they're calling me hunchy. And I'm so sad. And AI said, well, I'm really sorry you're going through that. What you're describing sounds genuinely painful, both emotionally and physically. When people mock you online, it can feel overwhelming and deeply unfair, especially people pile on. And then it tells me, some of the things I should do. And it also suggested this. It said, if you're noticing a physical hump forming or pain in your back, please go see a doctor soon as well. Stress can absolutely cause body tension and posture changes. But if you are seeing a hump, maybe that's beyond bullying. Oh my God. And then it asks me, would I like its help to figure out how to handle the YouTube part, like reporting them and more? Huh, that's weird. So they were pretending that YouTube or chat's their friend. I think it's my friend. I think it's one up. It's like, hey, you want me to help bring them down? No. I don't need that. But see, I mean, really.
AI is amazing like that, how it seems to care for everyone, even the terrible people.
Yeah, it's weird when you pay it, you know. It's like a virtual prostitute, you know. It's like, oh, it will love you long time.
Well, that's awful because I think it was created by the Asians, and you just said.
Oh no, I didn't know that was culturally insensitive.
Yeah, that's going to be brought up on their show tonight. Look at you, cultural appropriation or something like that. I don't know.
It could be worse, you know. I could have to defend myself about how I, you know, certain people over there I hear hate education.
Oh yeah. Fleabags don't like the education over there. They don't like to give out the books to the kids, or you know, they don't want people to donate money so people can have books. Nope, not at all. Nope, they hate it.
That was funny. They flipped out about that. So yeah, I noticed that in the I noticed that in the transcript that they were like, "Oh my God, Megan is saying that now I hate education because I mentioned that."
Well, that and the Mexicans, you know, they don't like because the Mexicans, they can't build anything over there because, you know, the plans, the blueprints were all in English. So there's no guarantee that anything would get built right. So, you know, they can't do that either.
That is so funny. That is so funny that they tried to reframe the whole not liking Mexican things, and they were like, "Well, actually, it's it's Lynette. Lynette doesn't like the Mexicans because, well, she called them Mexicans." What? I believe that's a direct quote. They said, "Quote: Lynette doesn't like the Mexicans because she used the word Mexican." I was like, wait a minute.
Well, and the thing is, that's the one I think that went and found this group, and she's like, "Nope, there's no guarantee the work will get done right." I'm like, why? Why can't they do work right? That doesn't sound. I'm pretty sure they're pretty good at this. I mean,
yeah, they're crews and everything, but they were all like, "Nope, Mexicans." Straight up. And then Marla sounded off and really made us understand. It was something about alligators, right? You know, they'll all become alligator bait, or they hang out in alleys with alligators drinking. I'm not sure.
Oh no. It's a class act show they got running over there.
Yeah, that's a really great show. I mean, I have never heard of so many chickens having to be sacrificed to run one show. I swear to God, it sounds like some kind of cultian or something, you know. Tonight we will devour the skin of another chicken for super chats.
Well, and you know what's funny that I couldn't understand is they keep letting paint chips on their show. And he says like the most awful things. Like he went off about Jeremy Hells as a secret Muslim.
Uh-huh.
What if he
he put a picture? So there's a new. I'm not going to show this on the show, okay? Because, well, somebody will try to strike it. But they did the same thing to George. Now you know they've targeted George before with all of this anti-Muslim rhetoric, you know, aiming it at her. Well, now they have put her in a hijab in one of his articles, and they're continuing on. And it's like, man, these people are some of the most racist, intolerant pieces of garbage. But, you know, like you said, they let him on over and over again. Like that's helping out the show.
Yeah, I don't understand what the big draw is over there. I mean, I've never been able to get paychecks over on my show, but I'm still working on it really hard.
No, I have to correct you. I believe you said paint chicks, and it is not. It is paint chips. If you think it's going to be chicks that are painted, they will not be sent over there. It will be one rather round man who, I believe, even though he denied it and said that he did not eat paint chips as a kid, I still wonder about that. So.
Yeah, I do. Now, this is kind of interesting, though, because now this show tonight, I have the worst voice on YouTube, and you have the second worst voice on YouTube. So I don't know how this is going to go.
Well, apparently there are 2,000 people plus right here watching us fail, which is a great number, by the way, for Friday. Anytime, like I've said, anytime over 2,000 people show, really, Fridays, 1,500 people show up with all the other people streaming and doing other things. They're here to watch us fail.
Yep. You might get into losers, too, with your clown show.
Oh my God! Look at this though. I believe we may have heard some misinformation because, as Sean says, Tug has one of the best voices on YouTube.
What's right there? There it is. Just saying. Just saying. It's that simple.
Your flea claps are freaking awesome. They are funny. I like how if people have never really listened to the show, they don't catch all the nuance. That really does sound like them.
I love doing
all the delays and the coughing before. Oh my God, some of that stuff. I die laughing.
I hold on to my coughs for the show or for the end. That way I know I don't have to mute. I'm like, oh no, we're good here. We're good here.
Yeah, you have to stockpile those too. Yeah, I imagine that takes a lot of preparation.
I save up coughs.
You're like, no more syrup on the day.
It's funny though. Sometimes even people will come in late just to grab the flea cap. They're not there at the beginning of the show, but they're like, nah, we can go in right around 6:45. At that time, he's going to get ready to start his flea cap. We're good. We go in at 6:45. We don't have to rush through dinner.
I hate to say, like, sometimes if I have to choose to pick and choose, I will show up for that for sure, just so I can catch you to laugh.
Well, that's why I do it. I save it up for the end, and then I'm like, well, I'll let you sit around and wait for it.
My favorite thing that 2L and the gang have done is they thought, I've talked about this many times, but it just amuses me. They thought that turning off closed captionings would stop us from grabbing transcripts, because that is the simplest way for somebody to grab transcripts. But as you can tell for myself, I always have transcripts, and I have the transcript right after they freaking air. Like last night, for example, again, just to make this clear, I'll put it on the screen. It's in a Word doc because I'm going over, but you can see, it's last night's. So it's here. It's a quick transcript, but they turned off closed captions, and I saw a bunch of people in their chats saying, "Hey, we need those. We have to have those." And she was like, "Oh, we can't have them doing this. This will teach them." So those people were like, "Well, if you do that, we'll have to leave." So we've been showing them. I feel bad for that audience. I'm like, you watch a shitty show, but still, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. So I tried to tell them, and they still won't turn it back on.
Well, that's because they don't like handicapped people over there. They also don't
apparently they think that's another word for Mexican.
the poor handicapped Mexicans all of a sudden.
Oh my God, they're really getting stacked up over there. I did notice something really funny last night. So forever now, I'm sure you've noticed this too. Anytime I've looked over there, I never have to worry about accidentally hitting the keyboard and commenting because you have to be a subscriber for 7 days over there, right? It's been like that forever. Well, apparently the numbers are hurting so bad that they turned that off and anybody could comment yesterday. They were like, man, we really hope people will super chat. They did. By the way, just to note this, folks, they did make. Now this is again before YouTube will get its cut. How do I know? Well, apparently I'm totaling their numbers. That's what they told me.
So you watched whole show and count up each super.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I watched the entire show apparently. So, yes, I'm very dedicated to finding this stuff out. But yeah, in that apparently now again, this is before YouTube makes its cut. They made $77 whole yesterday. Now again, you know, yeah, that's amazing. Well, for 5 hours of work or something, that's not probably a good pay rate, you know.
Well, actually, let's break this down a little further. There was 4 people on panel for 5 hours of work.
Oh, that's true.
20
Yeah,
hours.
so actually, it was 4 hours with 4 people. So, oh my God.
For $77.
Yeah, so they got $77. What at 4? That's what, $19.25 an hour, and then at 4 people, that's like, yeah. Oh man, they're actually busting minimum wage. If it were 1982. Oh my God, $4.81 an hour. That's amazing. That is, and that's pre-YouTube cut, by the way.
Yeah,
That
so
is.
really making like $2 an hour.
Yeah, so we have to, if we were being really true about that, we'd have to bust out 30% of the 77. But being fair, maybe they got memberships. I don't calculate memberships because I don't know how much their memberships are worth. Everyone's different, right?
Have you seen their members only shows over there?
No.
They don't have one. If you're
That was like really amazing. Oh my God. Don't tell me I need a membership.
you get to say you're a member. That's what you get with that. You don't get anything for a membership.
Yeah. Well, you know, you get emojis over here. That's amazing. Have you seen them? They are so beautiful.
I like it.
It is. They're beautiful. Like, you really want to be a member over here. It's amazing.
Yeah. I would too, but I got a ranch.
He's just like, well, the power went straight to my head. I can pan anybody I want.
Manual.
Hey, speaking of paint chips today, by the way, we've had a request for clerk default. Now, let's pull this up. I know you don't usually look at court documents, but hey, let's look at them anyway.
As a per se lawyer, I get a little tired actually looking at them sometimes.
Yeah, I can understand that. I could see you being angry and tired about that. Well, this is a request for clerk default. You know, it's talking about yield paint chips, and it's asking that they enter a default against paint chips pursuant to Rules of Procedure 55A, and they're stating that plaintiff effectuated substitute service process on paint chips on August the 4th at 11:10 a.m. Now, they note that this had been filed with the court from the process server. So, yes, I do remember that. I've got my pages out of order, so I have to bring one off the screen to do that. Hey, kiddo, what's up?
Boo.
Yeah. Hey, I've got guests today. I've got Just Jay, who is rumored to be the worst voice on the internet.
Yeah, pretty terrible over here.
Yeah.
Actually, hey, I'm going to give her my headphones, and she can tell me, okay, if you have the worst voice. So here, I will give you the headphones. Here, put them on, and then say, can you hear now? Okay, now speak.
All right. Well, I'm told I have the worst voice on the internet.
Is that the worst voice on the internet?
No, I've heard worse because you just sound like you have a raspy voice and you are sick.
Hey, Jay, do me a favor. Sing about 3 or 4 lines for her. We can't sing a whole song because we promised the audience we wouldn't do that. But sing her a couple of lines off of one of
Just
one of your magic songs.
I can't finish that. We'd get copyrighted by Weezer.
Here we go.
Just it was an amazing song.
Host the mega box.
They're originals by Jay.
Just Jay Hip does not live in a cardboard box. It's
Oh god.
Man, it was
I'm laughing way too hard. No, I'm not giving these back. I need to keep laughing. I'm hearing my own voice.
Hey, next week, by the way, are you going to come on your birthday like you said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, here, let me bust this back up with Jay. So does he have the worst voice on? That's what we were told by.
He just sounds like he's sick all the time.
I'm sick.
Somebody that sounds like a crackhead.
Okay. Well, you don't sound like you don't sound worse than a quote unquote crackhead, according to it.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time over at Kensington on People Watch, so it rubs off on me a little bit.
Okay, oh, that's what it is. But hey, that's pretty high praise. Does he sound awful? No, he just sounds sick all the time.
Like he's sick and dying.
Oh my God. God. I can't, like, she gets funnier. She's going to turn 12 in a way. I can't wait till I told her when she's about 16 we could run a show together. That's where I feel that she can, handle some of the internet crazy a little bit. She'll be old enough to at least say, I'll handle the crazy, but she can at least give some opinions on stuff. And my God, that'll be really funny. So let me fire this back up. I do have to turn my monitor off anytime the kids come back, though, because these people, God, some of the stuff they do, I'm like, well, I don't want the kids to see that. All right, so back to paint chips. So, pursuant to the Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 12A, paint chips was required to serve an answer or other response at pleading within 21 days after being served with a summons or complaint. The time for that, well, it's up. It's big time up, of course. That's what it's saying. He failed to plead or otherwise do anything. He's not a minor. An incompetent.
I'd question that one. I don't know.
As a per se lawyer, would you say that legally, maybe? I don't know. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah, he probably needs to get that. Like, he has to go in and get checked out to find out first.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those coin flip decisions, right? Member of the United Military Services. I don't know. I hear they're going to start bringing on a trial by combat wing. Did you hear about that?
I heard that. Yeah, and I don't know. I've seen him with some of his sword skills in one of his videos, and he did take down another gentleman who had, one had a sword and he had a battle hammer, and he took down the individual. So he's pretty good.
Really? Did that happen in prison too?
No, he actually made the video, his trial by combat video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was on the news.
I was hoping. I was like, is battle hammer a euphemism for something?
That's his weapon of choice, is the battle hammer.
Yeah, I thought maybe that's what they called that guy. Luthman wrote an article about prison times. They called him the battle hammer. He was like, I stepped in with a sword, and he had a battle hammer.
Now, who wrote this motion? Was this done by Frankie Pressman? I believe is one of Richard's. Oh no, this was
no. This is this was done by an actual lawyer, an actual human being. This was done by Mr. Shockett. So
okay.
Yes, I know. When you were looking at it, you were very confused. You were like, this doesn't look like it was written by a fake person. So the request is made, notwithstanding plaintiffs. 1 second, I got another raider here. Hey, what's up? What's that?
My band-aid got wet.
Did you pull your band-aid off on it?
No, it got wet.
We got wet. Okay.
I was getting.
Well, can you go get me another band-aid? They're sitting upstairs. I'll put you one on. Go get me one real quick.
How many do you need? Just one?
Just one. Just one. She got a hangnail today, so she was like, "Oh no, hangnails are horrible, to be honest." So.
They are. They catch on your clothing all the time. Yeah. You can't escape them. No.
Well, she. Oh my God, I'm surprised she didn't fill in what the for me. With that one. Oh God!
Can't be a part of this type of show talk if we're gonna have kids over.
I know, man. They're gonna come after you, dude. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. All right, yeah.
I forgot to say hey, everyone.
Yeah, hey there, everyone. Hey, so yeah, that crazy word you said last night. Gosh, I couldn't believe that. Were you embarrassed when you said that? So I heard a rumor that Sissy somehow made you say that.
Who said that?
I just heard a rumor that. Which finger am I putting this on? Which finger? That one? Okay. I heard a rumor about that. Is that true? That Sissy actually made you say that?
Who? From who?
I just heard it somewhere. I don't remember. But is that true?
Whoever said that wasn't real.
Oh, that wasn't real? That's good. So it was just an accident?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
well,
an accident saying that word. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say that ever again.
That's why we say what the what, right?
What the what?
What the what now?
What the what?
Yeah, exactly. So that's how you say it. All right. Hey, go upstairs though. I've got a guest on. That actually, you know what, Jay? We could get another opinion on if you have the worst voice on the internet or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here, kiddo. Now, when you get the headphones on, this person has been told that they have the worst voice online. Now, all right, Jay, speak. She has her headphones on.
Tug is our protector, and his umbrella.
Does he have the worst voice online?
Yeah.
He does. He does? Is it very bad?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What? That?
Why does he sound like that? I don't know. What's he sound like?
He does have the worst voice.
Somebody, he doesn't have the worst voice? He doesn't have the worst voice?
When he first sings, he doesn't, but when he gets to the third part, he sounds bad.
All right. Well, hey, you want to take here? You can take that upstairs and play with it. Just give it back to me tomorrow, okay?
Tomorrow morning?
Yes, tomorrow morning. You can give it back to me. All right. Take it upstairs, though, okay? Go have fun. Love you.
Well, it's a good thing I don't come over here to build up my self-esteem.
I don't know. She looked at, but I couldn't hear you. So apparently, when you got to a certain point in there, though, she actually looked ashamed for you.
Well, I'm thinking, I said, Tug is our protector, and his umbrella looks like a reflector.
Well, she said that it wasn't the worst voice that she had ever heard, though. Just when you hit certain points, it was bad. So, Jay, by the way, just a note right now, Jay is at 3,580 subs. Now, currently, he needs much less than what do you need? 100 and we'll call it what 140.
240.
240? I don't know. My mathing's broken today. I've had a long day.
140 is all we need.
140. I was right at the beginning. Yes. So if you all would, please, I would ask you to do this. Hit the link at the top of the chat. Click click subscribe for Jay, and let's laugh at the fleas as they realize that all you have to do is they are the most in the ecosystem. They really do have the most sway. All jokes aside, they have the most sway over there, which is kind of sad in its own way, but especially when you can just get on here, make a few jokes about something, and perhaps push somebody past their channel.
Oh, you know what though, Tug? This is what you call gifting subs, I guess, or giving subs.
Oh, is that what that is? Gifting subs. Huh?
Yeah, so that way I would do stuff for you or something. I don't know how this works.
You do stuff for me? Wow, this is getting weird.
No, that's what they said. I do what you tell me to do, and then you give me subs, or I.
I was like, wait a minute. This is getting awkward, man. By the way, we are at 46. Typically I don't mention how many super chats we get, but they were very obsessed with the fact that they said that without mocking them, that we couldn't put together a show. And I thought, well, if we do mock them, what kind of show can we put together? So, folks, we are 4 super chats away from breaking 50. And if you'd like to go further than that and show them, we can put on, isn't it weird, by the way, that we can put on a good show with their material and they can't?
That's the funniest thing, though, because a lot of my show is based on covering them because they do stupid stuff. And it's like, maybe you should play that up a little bit more on your own show, and maybe it'd work a little better for you.
Well, they do the best. Screaming it used to screaming work for them. If they went on and just had an epic fit, it actually worked. They put together a show, people tuned in, they just watched the trash fire. But something has happened on the back end of it now. They have lost their base. The people who watch and clip like yourself, you know, you watch, you do your flea cap. Those people, of course, you're going to get a click. Maybe you'll get. Actually, we were talking about the other day. I was like, well, some days I might be responsible for 20 or 30 clicks. You know, because every now and then I'm like, well, they did set a super chat goal. There's one. I wonder where it'll be in 15. Oh, it's one still. Well, it's still in the magic number one.
I've always wondered because sometimes I fast forward an hour and it's still at one. So I'm like, oh, they must have reset their goal.
Yeah, that's what I thought at one time. So I had to, I had to go check it and just make sure as well.
That's so funny.
Well, what's weird too is, you know, they talked about, again, they don't mention super chats and they don't mention numbers, but I seem to remember them bringing on a certain husband and making him eat really gross things and trying to make him sick for money. So
eat the nasty jelly beans and
the
hot beef jerky where he's nearly puking, and then they really like to do it on camera so people can see him possibly puke. I don't find that as a draw on my show.
No, I don't think anybody on my show would find that to be appealing in any way whatsoever.
Well, Ray's89 says, Jay, I love your voice. Well, thank you, Ray's89. Thank you.
Yeah, I do too. I really love it because it gets on these people's nerves. So it actually is one of my favorite voices on the internet.
That's why I don't try and improve it. That's for sure.
No, there's a guy I used to live stream with comic books and stuff. His name is Cecil. He goes, Cecil Says, you know, he runs a channel, and people used to say the same things about him. You guys have some similarities, some not similarities, but some similarities in voice. And people used to try to give him a hard time. And I thought that was funny, you know, when he marched himself all the way up to 10,000 subscribers, you know.
What was the name of that channel that didn't like Ricada? Like Kino Casino or something? I can't remember. But one of
yeah.
He sounds the same way or very similar, you know.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was told when I first started that I needed to get AI because nobody would listen to someone with a southern drawl, you know. And I was like, yeah, no, thank you. I think I'll try that on my own. And well, again, you know, plus AI, that's a lot of work. So
it is, but you know what I find fascinating is that people still come around. So we must be doing something right.
Man, you sounded just like me there. I found fascinating.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Man, so we had this come up today, which is interesting. It's fascinating even, and we had one other wonderful document that popped up as well. We had now this one should be really fun because Michelle Preston is going to have to make a decision on this one. She's going to have to make the decision on whether or not to show up for Depo. You know, she's been she thinks, again, as a per se lawyer, you probably have an opinion on this too, but she thinks that bankruptcy is going to wash away all her sins.
Yeah, it does that all the time. I declared bankruptcy in our court case as well. And yeah, she's trying to do something similar, but she's not as good at it. So I don't think this one's going to work for her, but she should have used better terminology in there.
Yeah, she needed a even scummier lawyer, right? You know?
Yeah.
She needed one that not only couldn't file electronically, but it couldn't file, you know, in the court either. I mean, there's a couple over there.
He really just couldn't do anything, is my understanding. So, is he in jail or something? I can't remember. I thought I heard that he went to jail.
That would have been funny, but no, not that I'm aware of. There was so some people did find some records, let's just say some old deeds that were out there. Now, I have not checked on the validity or anything. Again, you know, some of these lawyers, it depends. If they want to get in the ring and the ruckus, then cool. You know, like if they want to do the BBB treatment, yeah, I'm down with it. But this guy right here, you know, now he has been funny. I have made fun of a few things, but by and large, you know, there are some clown antics, but not as much. Not as much.
Now,
but this.
My understanding now, Larry Foreman, DUI guy. Now, if this doesn't go well for him, he's probably looking at some serious prison time here, right?
Oh yeah, like 172 million years, I think it's
okay. Yeah, this can go bad. Sorry, Larry.
Yeah, and about $12 billion. Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, yeah, terrible.
I swear, like some of the stuff that they tried to say they were going to bring him down with. I was like, wait a minute, Bruce, didn't you say that? He did come up with one of my favorite quotes though from all of this. He was like, Deuce, he calls me Deuce, and Deuce, well, if you look it up, it means excrement. Oh my God. Oh God. I'm going to make that famous. I am. I'm waiting for the right moment, and I'm going to introduce it to all of my clown ass friends through other stuff. I'm going to be like, hey, check this filing out where this guy tells us that his nickname means duty.
I did hear on the show last night, one of the things that keeps popping up is Polymop. So Bag made this very clear. She goes, you know what this is? Polymop, Polymop. And she did her whole song again. They do know that's not a word, right?
I actually don't think they do know that, It has spawned something, though. I will be marketing this, by the way. If you would like a bracelet that says Polyflop, Polyflop. You know what? I may put those on a bracelet just as a joke. May tell the kiddo to be like, she's been like, hey, I want to make some bracelets. Why don't you make some Polyflop bracelets? What does it mean? Well, it just means you're really bad in court. Yeah, she can make a freaking killing off of that. Oh my God, make more. That would actually be funny. Make more money satirizing these more. By the way, Polyflop is my word, so I created it. Sorry about that. They said that they're gonna copyright Polymop. Okay, well I got the Polyflop. Sorry.
I was gonna make some Polymop rocks, and I was going to have some kids go into the mine and mine the rocks and then bring them out. I write Polymop on them and sell them online. Was my plan.
Yeah, when you're going to get that going? I hear you and all of those losers that the police made famous. You guys have plenty of time because you all aren't good at anything. So
that's why I don't stream for 14 hours a day.
Oh my God, I can't believe. By the way, so this is something I should bring up. I heard that you were banned from the mod channel after they had certain threats against Miyagi, and in order to apologize for it, they banned you. Is that correct?
That is true. Here's what happened. They said awful things about Miyagi in the chat, and then they banned her. Then they admonished Monica, who said it, and then they banned me, and then let Monica stay. Seems odd. And I never did anything wrong. I was always super nice over there, and then they banned me too.
Now, somehow, I think you caused them to say those terrible things, right? Is that the thinking?
Yeah, that was my fault. I did it all.
Oh my God. I have actually gotten some behind the scenes footage, by the way. Let me upload this. I've found out why the cricket has not been making as many of his appearances anymore. You notice you don't hear him as much anymore, right?
Oh no, did she step on it?
No, I think he, maybe he did get stepped on, but I think he got into the chicken skin. I think that was his problem. Yeah, so I feel really bad for him there because apparently, if you get into the chicken skin, yep. So let's see. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Sometimes some of these super secretive things, they're sometimes hard to pull up here, Actually, StreamYard's been stupid. Otherwise, I pull it right up. We found some still photographs, and yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, I've got it now. Got it. So we found some still photographs, and I was doing a little bit more exploring of that, and you won't believe it. So check this out, Jay. Now, again, this we just found out about. So this is an exclusive from Just Jay and from that umbrella guy. You can see right here. You can see the cricket. He's getting right into there. He has found the chicken skin. And you can see not only is he's like, oh, he's dipping in a little of that gravy and he's sniffing it. Yeah, you know. Yeah. That's why he had to go. I believe that's what's going to happen to the gnat later on. She too is going to sniff some of the chicken skin or, you know, the fingers that dip it, one or the other. I'm not sure. And their time will go.
I think you're gonna get in trouble for copyright because you had the KFC logo out there. So there you go.
Oh my God. Well, that is another one of my favorite things too. Apparently I learned this. I did not realize that apparently in order to have a law work out, you must put up a disclaimer saying fair use.
It was so funny. They were so upset about Megan sharing photos of Mod Squad in Rumble, and I'm like, and they're like, that was ours, and I'm like, no, actually, she was sharing photos of my show, of your show. Technically,
yes,
not yours anymore.
Yeah, she even said that. That was the funny thing. She even said, you know, I'm going to get these photographs like Jay was sharing the other night. So she even said it on the show. Oh my God, man. You know what? By the way, oh, look at that. That's so nice, by the way. Here's somebody. Look at that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with your voice, Jay, because it's yours. Oh, that's so nice, you know? Oh, look, people even wanted you to sing. They were like, look, for Jay to sing the Tug song. Oh my God, man. Man, you know?
I've never been paid to sing before.
Maybe that should be your new job. In addition to doing People Watch, maybe you should become a lounge singer.
That might be my new thing. I think so.
Yeah. You could sing songs about crickets and fleas. It would be
crickets, fleas, and gnats.
Oh my God. You know, that wrote itself, by the way. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You mean the mod that they have on is innate gnat? Oh my God. I about fell over when I saw that. Okay, so this came up today. And I think this tomorrow, by the way, I will be going through some of the paint chips filing. I'll note that as well. It has taken me a long time to redact it. There have been a lot of people that had aim taken at them. You know, people, it's messed up. You know, when this kind of stuff happens, my automatic inclination is to be like, game on. In fact, if Jeremy doesn't feel like tagging Fatso in for trial by combat, I'm game.
Yeah, you can be a champion. That's what he mentioned before when he was going to do trial by combat. He suggested that he had people that wanted to be his champion for him.
He's going to tag someone else in. Of course he is. You know why? Because he never puts in the work.
No, he doesn't. Not even in his criminal behavior. He's like, well, why don't you help me out my crimes, please?
The only time he ever put in the work is when he was in prison. But, I mean, that's a different story.
Yeah.
He really wasn't the one putting in the work there.
Well, he wasn't putting in the work. I think he was. Oh, no, I don't want to say
yeah, I have to. I have something I want to say, but it's very bad, and I won't say it. I'm not going to. One day, maybe. One day, people will be like, "That's gross and terrible." Doug, don't say that. But not tonight. Not tonight. I don't want poor Jay's, precious ears to burn from it. Because, you know, Jay's not used to that kind of talk.
Very innocent mind over here. So, yeah.
So, Jay is right now at around 100 subscribers away from bringing down the fleas. So, if you want to, and you should, by the way, there is a link at the top of the description. What we need is a race to 100 subscribers. We need you to do that. We don't want you to do it. I need you to do it because That is really funny. Him being where he is right now, again, they have said how he is a nobody, how Rosalind, Rogue, anybody, all those folks, they are nobodies, Star, everyone, nobodies. And so my mission is going to be, let's get everybody past him. Yes, and we're running a very serious show with that. So right now, Jay he's clocked over 3,600. He is moving along. He is moving on up, but he still needs around 100. So if we can get that rolling, let's do it. And we're doing it live, so they see it happen too. That's the best thing. So they can have a cry stream, and maybe they can be like, "Oh my God, we don't ask for super chats, but." By the way, I've been trying to figure this one out. Maybe you can answer this too, since I did say that anti-hales, they're getting nuked here, because you're on, of course, that is dropping the nuke. But I'm trying to understand something. They kept telling us over and over again, and you are a purveyor of flea lore, so this is correct. When Tori came back, we would automatically get the memorial, right?
Yep.
Okay, so have you seen the memorial pop up?
Well, no, I showed what happened to the memorial.
Actually, you did?
Streams. There was a container ship over in California, and some of the containers fell into the ocean. Turns out that the memorial was in one of those containers, so they got to fish it off the ocean floor. But it's coming. You just got to wait for it. It'll be there.
Yeah, I hear actually there was this boat that it was on. It something like the Titanic. I think there's a movie about it.
Yeah, they're sending down special equipment to this memorial.
Well, there was a submarine I heard that they tried to send down there, but there was some kind of catastrophe.
Now they got to send a submarine to get the submarine. It's not going well, but sit tight. About the same time that we find out who's the bad friend between Vomit and Megan Fox, we're going to see that memorial.
I don't know how many more times we can hear that, by the way. My ex-friend, Megan Fox. Oh my God.
It's so wonderful. And he's the gift that keeps giving. And even when I first found his stupid tweets, it wasn't because of Megan Fox. It's because on Twitter, I was following fake Megan Fox and Mary Lakens from the Laura Owens trial. And then I saw his disaster. I was like, oh, this is kind of funny.
Yeah, I actually ran across his stuff because of another reason. It's because he won't stop mailing it to me and begging me for views. In fact, I believe he wrote me today. Let me check real quick, but I'm pretty sure he wrote me today as well. Every day he's like, "Here's my show, Tug. I know I've said some things about you, but please click on my show."
I used to love he doesn't send them to me anymore, but I used to love getting the ones that would just say, "Check out my Substack," and I'm like,
yeah, that's what this one it says article, and it's a link to it. And I actually do look. I do look, by the way. I do. When people send me stuff, I look at this stupid because these guys are clowns, man. They are absolute clowns. So I did look at it, and that is the article from Paint Chips, where Paint Chips decided, they've tried to call Jeremy all types of ists, folks. They said that the LGBT community would come after him, and then they said that he was a closeted homosexual, But now again, in this new article, they've said that, well, they didn't say anything. They actually put, again, George in a hijab, and they used it as an insult. So yeah, I mean, they are the very tolerant people that when you hear about tolerance, they are tolerance.
Yeah, that's where you go for toleration.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I go there, to learn my lessons about, tolerance. How do you tolerate, how do you tolerate differences? Well, you meet people in an alley and you talk about alligators.
Oh man.
That's how you learn. Oh, I keep forgetting to note this. So, in the thumbnail lawsuit, now this should be fun because this puts Michelle Preston in one of those little quandaries where Does she listen to what the judge said? Because the judge said, you show up for that depot. You know, we're going to reschedule. You are going to get sanctioned for not coming in. But on top of it, you are going to have to show up as well. So Michelle Preston was given a day now. The date that has been noted, again, we are talking about 12 days out, shows she has plenty of opportunity to know about this. No excuses. She has to, by the way, the judge said on or before the 31st. So she has to do this before the 31st. And she was told, hey, I want to take your depot on October 29th at 9 a.m. Now, she's put in an interesting quandary, because if she doesn't show up for this, you know, and blows it off, which I'm wondering if she will. I think she's being given legal advice that's telling her that she can do that. But if she doesn't, Grabe is going to lose his damn mind, and he's going to, he has the ability to put you in jail, Michelle. He can make you come there.
Now, is this in person?
Let's read it. Let's see. The court and Zoom videographer. So please take note. Pursuant to the undersigned will take depot, the court reporter and Zoom videographer named the oral and being used at trial. Depot, there's the place at the courtroom. You know, the other I thought was supposed to be in person. So,
yeah, it said right at the bottom. It said the location. So
yeah, it's got the location on it, and I don't think they give. I'm trying to make sure that there is a meeting passcode on this, though. Oh. So there is an ID passcode. So it has the place there, but they also have a passcode. I need to clarify that just to make sure. But the last one, you know, they were talking about it being there. So we'll find out. By the way, tonight, we've had a couple of, make sure I don't want to leave anybody out here. We've had 2 super chats outside of YouTube. That makes a wonderful 69. Ooh la la. That's the classiest number if you think about it. So, in honor of the fleas, let's please move past that number. Gross. Can we please get a few more super chats? So, I really don't want to stop on 69 with them. Yuck.
This can't happen. That umbrella guy pulling 69. No,
not even. Yeah, they pulled down the 69 on the fun. No, we didn't. Yuck. Yuck. That is very gross to say. By the way, we are moving along. I'm looking at your channel now, and you are at 3,670 something. I cannot see exactly what the 70 plus is, but let's assume for a minute we are talking, God, you're closing into you need around 50 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed to J-Hip, then you need to go over, you need to hit that link up at the top of the chat. I need you to do this, by the way. This is a special request. I need you to, because I want to hear the meltdown over it. And I think it will be hilarious, because they'll be like, it doesn't really bother me that badly.
You know what's funny is they don't understand that we actually get a big kick out of this. So for us, it's a joke, right? Well, it's not a joke; it's serious, but it's also it's just to get under their skin. We enjoy it.
Yeah, I have a fun time with it. Well, everything, you know, that's the problem. That's why a lot of these idiots don't actually come after me. You know, you notice they leave certain ones of us off. They leave yourself, myself. They like to leave. They went after Shizzy for a while, and now they've dropped him off again. Like he doesn't exist. And that's because at the end of the day, they know we just don't care. You know, like I'll monetize anything like that. You know, sometimes they'll come up and they'll want to make threats because they're too dumb to realize. Then I'm going to bring that up, and we're going to clip them and talk about it. But as far as you know, going after you in specific ways where you can talk about it, like challenging us to trial by combat. I would really like to see you in trial by combat. I think that would be very funny.
It would be more of a tickle fight, you know.
A tickle fight. You'd show up with a pillow. You'd be like, "Let's go, baby!" Oh my God, that would be beautiful.
Both armed with pillows. I'm just worried he would attempt to show me his Komodo dragon he's always threatening me with.
No.
I can't handle that.
He keeps talking about my like when he and when John Cook, they talk about me. They're always talking about their special places, you know, and they're talking about my special place, and it's kind of alarming.
It's a huge focus of theirs for some very weird reason. I don't like it one bit, but I am glad that they got so tired of me that actually Paint Chips has blocked me. He even said that publicly on their show. I'm done with him. I've blocked him from everything, and he doesn't send me nothing. He's done with me.
I think it's really funny. Well, it's because you're a, you know, let's be honest, you know, for a minute, you're a clown, and they should have known that from go, you know.
I mean, they didn't realize that anything they say about me, I'll turn it into my own thing. You know, you could call me a pearhead, but that's going to go a long way with me, or horse face. I'll take that all day long. I enjoy it. Thank you. I'll take more.
Yeah, did you notice in the thumbnail? I really liked it. By the way, I had a giant 2L, and they're staring down at you, and they're looking at you kind of like your chicken skin.
No.
Yeah, I thought about surrounding you with chicken skin, like on a bed of chicken skin. You just laying there and them staring at you. But I thought, well, you know.
Did you have my shoulders showing in that photo?
No. Well, I did use your only pairs.
Okay. I thought my shoulders might have been showing. I was a little worried. I just didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, isn't that strange that they're really against the shoulder thing? I was kind of shocked by how against showing shoulders they were.
Yeah, that Rosalind, she's so provocative over there, you know.
Yeah, that's right. That damn Megan Fox and that Rosalind.
So promiscuous over there with the shoulder.
Oh my God. So Jay is now within 50 subscribers of surpassing them. So again, if you have not subscribed to Just Jay's channel, we need to get there. So you hit that link at the top of the description, go over, click subscribe to his chat, and we will get him there. You know, I want to get him there live, but if for some reason we don't get there, we definitely will when people come in and they start watching. It's going to be glorious. It is my mission now to get you past that number.
Yeah, we're only about 30 away, actually, about 30.
Oh, about 30. See, I get a slow update. So, you know, I notice it's setting at let's see. Well, actually, the number set still hasn't updated.
3702.
How many?
3702.
3702. See, I can't. Right now, for me, it's stuck at 3.69. It likes that 6.9. It's like, it really does. You notice everything's trying to center out on that today, Jay.
It's an omen. It's an omen. Now, Todd, my understanding is later on next week you were going to bring on the Fleabag onto the show to boost her numbers.
Oh yeah, you heard about that, man? How did you find out about that ultra special task?
It was an inside track. You know, I got it on the inside track.
Well, you know, I was I really see. I've been wanting to build a barn dominium, right? So I figured it would take $56,000, and lo and behold, I knew somebody that had $56,000, and I was like, "Yo, would you like to come on the show and, you know, maybe get a handful of subscribers?" And they were like, "Well, you know, the normal rebuffs, like, you know, I'm a supermodel," and I was like, "Well, yeah, I hear that," but yeah. So apparently, we're going to work that out. You know, we're going to build a barn dough. We're going to get some permits, and if I get sued, apparently, I'm going to spend all of that money that. They're going to spend it on a lawyer. It's pretty amazing stuff.
And I'm only like 14 away now from having 37-30. I'm at 37-16.
Actually, you know, they're going to pay me, and I'm not sure how much, but they said they were going to pay me in $40,000, or I think it was 14,000 hot plates worth of chicken skin. Yeah, they said they had a little bit of a surplus, you know.
You know what would be funny, though? If you went over on the Mod Squad show and did one of their streams with them for 14 hours. Do you have that sort of
Yeah, that would be amazing. Actually, I would very much love that. You know, maybe they could AI me, and I too could look buff, and you know.
You can show up.
Oh my God! So Jay is showing the same number now as the fleas. So kick in another 10 right now, and Jay will surpass their number, and today will be glorious.
37-22.
Yeah, I'm seeing 37, 2. So I just need it to on there to be 3.73 or higher, you know.
Just 5 away.
Oh my God.
5 away.
Oh my God. I can see the 3.72 right now. So yes.
On refresh. No, we're 2 away. Just 2 away.
Oh my God. It's gonna happen, guys. Actually put 2 away to make it good. Like I said, go a little over that though. That way, you know, because I'm sure a few of them, they're like, you know what? I'm gonna subscribe and ruin it because I'm a supermodel.
Bruce Matskin's gonna hop in and unsub finally, giving up that.
She's gonna get online tonight, and she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, how is this happening? I'm a supermodel." It's gonna be sad, very sad. I mean, how could you break that very heavily chambered heart?
I know.
That's what I learned from the Month song, by the way, that she has a very big heart.
Oh yeah, big heart, and there's always water running beneath her feet for some reason. I don't know what that is. There's a river running beneath her feet. I don't know what that is. Why is that?
I mean, it's just weird. It was like, Lisa Lee, our protector. I love her eyes, and I love her heart, and it's abnormal size. I was like, oh man, that's a beautiful song. You know.
Oh,
I might write a culty. Oh, I wonder if ChatGPT could help me write a religious song about her. Right now. Oh, have you passed the number?
Yeah, share that. There you go.
Okay, I'm doing it. Here we go.
There you go.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Wonderful people. How amazing! Thank you so much.
Yay! Woo-hoo! We actually accomplished something tonight. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. Actually, that's
you know, we could have done this if we wanted it to happen sooner. We should have taken SF's advice. We should have just had you sing until people beat the number.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that would have worked out great.
Whenever you do this for the next person, you just bring me on. Be like, Jay's gonna sing until you subscribe to Georgie or whoever you know.
I'm making a request for a nice cult song. It's called Lisa Lee, Our Protector, Volume 2. It's got to be definitely for that. Oh man. Oh, that I didn't even tell it to make jokes about food, but it did. Holy shit. It said, we saw her face in the gravy bowl, shining bright, divine control. She told us buy more folding chairs. So we built a temple by the county fair. Lisa Lee, our protector, keeper of coupons and cosmic nectar. She guards our souls and our Wi-Fi too, and takes attendance when the sky turns blue. Oh my God. Oh, I might have to make this a real song. Here, let's listen to some more of this. She speaks through static on FM 10, says, clean your house, then do it again. She blesses the casserole, blesses the spam, once turned Diet Coke into yam. Legit. Lisa Lee, our protector, high priestess of the smoke detector. When she hums, the power surges. She saves our soul and our service charges. Oh my God. Here's the bridge. Left foot, right foot, spin 3 times. Take Lisa to the hotline lines. Raise your mugs, salute her name. She canceled rent, but we paid the same. And then it does this spoken word. Children. Lisa Lee saw the storm before it came. She hit our lawn gnomes. She knew. Final chorus was Lisa Lee, our protector, our hearts, our locks, our smoke projector. Volume 1 was banned in Tennessee. So crank up volume 2 for Lisa Lee. And then it says at the bottom, repeat until the neighbors join or call authorities. Shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so good.
You know what?
Ask me if I want an extended version. Yes. More, please.
You know what was funny? They were saying the other night that Megan Fox and you are already going down because of lips. Now, is anything going on with that case? Or where are we at there?
Well, we are actually, from what I understand, we are about $1 billion in the hole right now. But since we dug that hole very, very deeply, I think we're trapped because nobody will throw us the proverbial ladder. It's sad.
I heard Megan could still get herself out of this though.
Yeah. That's because she has nice hair.
Yeah. Now, when she gets sued by the Fleabag after she gets after all this is over. She said, don't come running over here. Don't think you're going to be welcome back over here. I don't think she was welcome in the first place.
Yeah, I was like, wait, welcome back.
That's what they said.
Is that what happened? Were they really good friends before? Is that actually how it happened?
Yeah, that's what happened. They were besties. And and now Vomit, I also heard, is very disappointed in Megan. Disappointed.
That is stunning. It's so hard to disappoint, Megan's ex-best friend.
I would love to be have Vomit be disappointed in me.
Oh my God. I think I'm going to have to put this into, oh my God, I'm going to have to put this into AI and have it make this song. I really am. I'm going to have to do it now and see how well it does.
And yes, to answer your question, Beast 13, yes, I will be going live tonight. I will do a people watch when I'm done over here. I will start up a people watch. So
yes,
that will happen.
Yeah, he needs to have a celebratory stream, to mark the occasion where his idols, the people who made him, he actually surpassed them.
Oh, we've gone far beyond that too, Tug. If you pull that up again, I think it's refreshed.
Oh, yeah. Let's look. Give me 1 second here. Where are you at now? Holy moly, sir. Holy moly indeed.
Thank you so much, all you fine folks. Thank you so much. We will celebrate. We will celebrate tonight on our People Watch. It'll be amazing with Star and Ketchup.
Well, I'm kind of proud of that. I am, for real, man. You're going to put on a funny show. You put on a good show.
I can't thank you enough. You've always been a good friend of mine, especially after I got sued by Lips. You were one. I think you were the first one who called me up and you were like, hey, man, don't worry about this. And so I appreciate that. You've been kind to me.
Well, a lot of people don't know, like the first time I ever ran into people trying to really hit my channel and wanting to pull me into litigation, making big threats and stuff. I got into it with a mainstream journalist who I can't remember the place it was now anymore, but he wrote an article about me. And I mean, he said some pretty crazy shit. So, of course, I pulled it up. I rebuffed everything because I thought it was funny. I no muss, no fuss. And 2 days later, I get a cease and desist, which I laughed at too. And then I got a nice threat for a lawsuit. And I had about I had about 9,000 subscribers at the time, you know, and that can be, I mean, speaking real, that is stressful when people are threatening to sue you, you know, that can be, because you're like, oh God, it's not just the money they want to suck out, it's the time too, you know?
And it was no different than even when I got flagged the first time, because I came to you, I go, what's going on here? And you're like, dude, you're being mass flagged. And I did that appeal video, and it was so refreshing when I got the message from YouTube, like, don't take down your appeal video. We really don't want to bother you anymore. Like, just leave that set.
Well, that also proves, like, they say all the time that they don't mass flag, but they do. They have it. I talked to, so in order for me to run, not everybody has to do it. Like Jeremy Hales, I don't believe has anything like this, but for me, I had to essentially get a group that can talk to YouTube, you know, somebody that, because God, during that depth trial and then afterwards, people were trying to rip my channel down, and I couldn't survive without it. I kept getting hit, and that's pretty much how I made it through there. But I talked to the people that do that, the multi-channel network or the MCN, and they were like, yeah, these people have been trying to flag you quite a bit. And, you know, if I do get hit, that, see, I need them to understand something too. I told them, if they hit one of our channels, it's game on, because what that'll prove is that it will link right back to them. You know, the calls for flagging and stuff. If we get hit for anything, it links back to them. Oh, and that will be that'll be fun. That'll be real fun.
They never ask for any people to do that stuff. I mean, they suggest it, and overall,
they highly suggest it.
It's highly suggested that if you feel this way, go do this. But don't take it from me. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah, if you feel like this is something bad, well, here's the link. Here's video. Here's what you click. And these people, I am now going to stream for 7 hours about how terrible they are.
That's so funny.
I can't believe that somebody has that has someone like paint chips on who talks about human decency, to be honest. I mean, that blows my mind.
I know, that's the one thing I couldn't figure out with Stacey Nat, because she sits on the same panel with Paint Chips, where he shows his disgusting stuff, says these disgusting things, and then gets mad that I show a few photos. I'm like, where do you draw the line in the sand? You know, I'm sorry, I can't even apologize to her for it, because I'm like, I don't know, pick better friends. I'm sorry.
Well, she said last night, here is actually you. I found this in here. She was talking about flagging, as a matter of fact, because, you know, I always like how they leave out how things start. You know, they post about taking down channels. They tried to flag Megan down. And I made it very clear, you know, you want some, you'll get some. So they're like, they were talking about it. And they were saying, oh, man, you know, what's a discussion where two channels like Megan Fox and Umbrella Guy, they come together and they make threats to take down YouTube, steal content, mock, smear. How, by the way, if you're, quote unquote, stealing content, which, again, they don't understand fair use, but if you're using someone else's content and you make a show out of them, how then are you trying to take them down? I'm kind of confused by that logic. But apparently you worked into this too. They said this is a coordinated attack, targeted harassment, 2 or more channels. Megan Fox, Umbrella Guy work together to repeated attack. Now there's more than 2, you realize. Like, there's the hipster, there's Rosalind Duke. You got them all. So you did make that one.
Well,
I didn't even notice you in that. I didn't look up hip.
I've always said if you do goofy stuff on the internet, I'm gonna make fun of you doing goofy stuff. So just stop doing goofy stuff, and I will leave you alone. You know, but they keep doing it.
Oh, they were whining too. Here's another one about you. Didn't you say last night that J Hip got my voice singing "Happy Birthday"?
That was me singing "Happy Birthday," dummy.
They think that's her voice. Oh my God. She said, so they make fun of your voice and say it's the worst thing online, but they think that you singing is them. Oh, you can't write that one any better. That's amazing.
That's an amazing group of people. I love
that is really in the transcript, by the way. I mean, for real. Here, let me see if it'll lock it in. Oh my God. It really is. You can see it. Didn't you say last night that J-Hip got my voice singing happy birthday? How's that on a clip? I don't know if it's on a clip, but he likes to try and sing it, and so does Miyagi. And she's like, you know what? Here's the reality. They can all try that, but there's only one Lisa Lee. That's me. Holy shit. You need to, oh my God. You need to clip that, and then you need to do what they call chopping it, slow it down, so you need to put that as part of your intro.
I imitate her voice, and it sounds more like her. Is that still? Do I need her consent?
God, she talks about you a lot.
I do a better Lisa Lee than she does. It's terrible.
They were her suck-ups too. They were like, ultimate compliment, Lisa. When the crab apples try to imitate you, imitate you. But remember, you're number one. J-Hip, he has a clip of Miyagi singing every time someone has. Oh my God, they're stalking you because Miyagi sings. What? I don't understand. Is that because you have a birthday song? They do realize, like, AI songs. Like, I remember when we started doing AI songs, it was at the tip of it. And I was like, hey, check this out. Because I was showing May, I was like, hey, check these rap songs out. I can make with this thing. Is awesome. And everybody started having fun. And, of course. But have you ever noticed they even delay? Like, if you go and look at most of their shows, now they may try to stop this because I'm going to bring this up, but I noticed almost all their shows, they delay 15 minutes before they start. If I told them, what makes you sound better? You globble down some peanut butter and chicken skin, mix it together, and then try, I wonder if they would do that too. Oh my God. But they do. They were delaying 15 minutes. They put in an intro song just like we do. They had to AI one in like we do. Oh my God. You notice too, you just look at all the stuff that they tried to emulate. And it's so funny because it's a pale reflection. It's funny when Jay can watch crackheads on the street and do better. Oh my God.
Well, I don't have any content, so apparently I can't do that. I have to go back to watching them, I guess.
Oh my God. So folks, let me note this tonight too. So right now, including, let me make sure of the number real quick. Okay. So right now we are 13 super chats off of 100 super chats. So that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I can't believe it. I'm glad that, first of all, I'm glad that Jay and I got to do a live stream together. We got to do something, and they were whining. I think it was about a week ago. They were like, everything Tug brings up is someone getting wrecked or a bombshell. So it's like, well, I didn't put wrecked or bombshell. I had them getting nuked. So I think that was fair. Oh my God. But they spend a lot of time watching us for people who think we don't matter.
Yeah, they do. They spend a lot of time for it. I couldn't believe how much I didn't know they were watching my People Watch shows either, but apparently they are.
Yeah, I mean, well, they bring up certain things about your shows, and I was like, well, wait a minute. They are deep in the lore of your show.
It's all a joke to me. I mean, I don't even read court documents. It's not in my thing. I didn't read my own. So
no, that actually is true. You did not read your own court documents when you had stuff against you.
I didn't care. I was like, as someone else will read it, I might read my own.
I talked to Jay about that. I was like, what do you think about this 5? You seen it? And he was like, no, I ain't looked at that. I ain't looking at that. For real. I was like, dude, you're not reading them. He's like, nope.
He's like, I'll catch it on your show. I'm sure it'll be brought up.
It was so funny, though. I was like, you're kidding. Nope, I'm not kidding at all. Oh, I thought I was going to die with that one.
I appreciate you having me on. I do want to bounce over because Star's texting me. She's like, "Where are you coming over to start?"
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice what time it was. Yeah, dude. It's almost 9 anyway. All right, brother. Well, I appreciate you being on. Tell Star, appreciate her. We will have Star on as well. Like I said, I wanted to cut up with you today. And actually, I wanted to push your channel over is what I wanted to do today. So
you really did that. I can't thank you enough. And actually, all these fine people in your chat are often in my chat too. And you guys are all so wonderful. And thank you actually for making this happen. It was a really fun night. And I had a fun time. I don't mean to bounce. Starts doing mad.
Hey, go do your thing, man. You got the show. Do it. Get out of here.
Thank you, everybody.
I see you.
Thanks, Doug.
Yeah, man. No, that's good. Like, one of the things I'm going to do, I think it's very important, is I'm going to bounce some shows over those people's mark just to have fun. Because, here's the thing. These idiots, they have spent so much time. They spent 2 years fixated on Jeremy Hales. If they wanted to talk about what he does, what he says, what he files, cool. But again, they went further than that. They went after his business relations. They went after his advertisers. They did all of this, and they did it while raising money that they never turned over. And they said, again, they have said that they're going to sue us for talking about that. Well, luckily now we have Lynette Preston that is now talking about how they didn't turn over the money either. And they're saying that if Lynette Preston sues them, that they will use the money that they raised to fight back against it. They said that. Now, they may try to deny that, but they said that yesterday. They absolutely did. And they keep talking about it too. So it's just, I'm dedicating time. I do not want, I'll make this clear. Their channel, oh no, I don't want their channel to go down, because right now they are right in the prime of just, it's stupid prime is what it is. It brings all of these crazies together, and they come out and they tell on themselves over and over again. They have a nice cry fest about it. They talk about flagging people down and more, but reality is, again, they could have approached this in a number of ways. In fact, if they would have just been a commentary, if they would have gone out and had a problem with Hales, and we're talking about, if they would have been mocking him, you can mock and deride. That's okay. You don't have to, you're not obligated to nicety. If they would have been doing that, and that's the only problem, and he would have had a problem, I would have been right there being like, this is an issue. But again, they started going after the advertisers. They started just making up shit whole cloth. And when they did it, they started raising money. And now again, they're talking about Preston. See, Preston, I don't realize knows how bad this is. I mean, it's bad. And John Cook is sitting right over there in the chat while they do it. Like, here, this is last night, they're talking about, oh, Megan. And then it becomes Michelle. Just like, oh, no, Michelle is acting just like Jeremy. It's disgusting. So now Preston is also a problem. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Remember, the person that could do no wrong, and they raised 6 figures plus for, now they're bad. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. She wants to sue me. She will not win. Remember, I have tons of videos and things that we've done helping her family. She's not going to win against me. See, right here, she's saying, well, we built this fence. We did this or that. That's enough. And that's not the truth. The truth is, it doesn't matter that they did all of that, because they raised a lot more money than that. And Preston is now saying, hey, there's no money left. You know, there's no money left at all. But her issue is she thinks everybody's making money off of her. And that's what she keeps saying to people. Everyone's making money off of me. You know, my name, John, HG. That's what she's telling a lot of people. Well, that's what they did. They did monetize her. Now they whine and they're like, oh, you know what? Tug and Megan, they make money off of you. Fuck yes, I do. You know how I do that, though? I talk about your court cases. I talk about the stupid that you get involved in. I didn't tell people I was going to build you a barn dominium and then keep the money. That's the difference. I didn't say give, and then like, no, you can't have that. No, people support my show and looking at what you do. It's so wild when you look at this stuff. Man, good Lord, we are right there. What number is Super Chat? 98. So we are at 98. That's where we are. We are 2 off of 100. That is so wild, man. It's also a heck of a thing because they also tried to say, like with Jay, they treat Jay like he's, you know, again, Jay is a clown, you know, in a great way. It's like if I were putting on a big top, he would be one of my lead performers. I would love it, you know. So he's fun to watch. He has fun, and he gets under these people's skin so badly just because he doesn't care at all. You know, the lack of caring. It really bothers them. But they have said that with Jay can't, hey, like me on my own or with Megan, oh, if you had someone like Jay around, oh, that's not going to work out. Well, guess what? It does. This shows that it does. Man, we are, like I said, 2 super chats. Oh, that's crazy, folks. And thank you all. I mean, you all are amazing. You are, for real, you know, regardless. It'll show up on Fridays, every days. It's awesome, man. But she goes on and says, I don't know what kind of money she thinks I'm making because I've actually shown the people she's talked to how much money I'm making, and it's not what she thinks by any means. Okay, well, since she started covering you on her channel, she has taken in around $32,000 in super chats. That is just super chats. That is not memberships or anything else. That is exactly what she's taken in, less. Now, YouTube has to take its cut. But that is what she took. I could give you an exact total if they would like. I can tell you each stream they have, how much money they make. Like last night, again, I was telling you, they made $70-something, which again, you know, that's totally their business. But they pretend that they didn't monetize this woman, you know. What really made me laugh, by the way, is the fact that, you know, when they had their meltdown on a Tuesday about about Jay, they had their quick hellos, and when they had that, they made on the 30-day what? That one, they made $68. But then when they did their spooky tidbit Tuesday, they made 17. Because unless they're taking aim at someone, unless somebody is the focal point and they're screaming and ranting and having a little chicken skin cry, it doesn't help at all. But yeah, Michelle, you know, some of their biggest number days that they've had in a long time are days when they take aim at you. So first they took your money, and then they turned you into a money maker, which is amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing. But she whines about the, she doesn't make money now. She has never really made money. You know why? Because she only has 3,600 subscribers, right? That's what she says. And she does giveaways and shipping those. Oh, she's losing money on those. Well, that's weird because in the last week, you've made what, $420? So again, YouTube takes its cut, but I doubt you've done that much in giveaways. And again, that's your prerogative. That isn't caring. It's just, it's a lie. It's a lie. But yeah, she made a lot of, look at that, 100 there. Please tell me you're 100. Yes, Don, you are. You are indeed. Thank you. Thank you. But I just, like I said, I find them to be hilarious. It's funny again too. They're telling the world that there are channels out there trying to take aim and take them down. And again, the reality is they started mass flagging. They called for it. It's still in their community posts. They did it twice. They called for flagging of Megan Fox. And if they do, and they hit that, you're damn straight. I will go out of my way to return the favor. But as far as the channel is concerned, oh no, man. They do so many idiotic things that it's fun to laugh at them. The same thing with the Mod Squad. Those idiots. Oh shit, yeah. Let them go on for 12 hours and make cult songs. I find that to be a lot of fun. I find it to be a lot of fun. But in the last few weeks, it's been amazing to watch the downcline. They're going to get crazier over there. What's going to happen is they're seeing their numbers deteriorate, and it's happening real time. They're having trouble cracking 300 live viewers. And as they do that, they're also having trouble getting anyone to donate. That's why they started having, Gabe come on, eat nasty things, stuff like that. So what they'll do is they'll amp up the crazy, and they'll take aim. And that aim will be, of course, at Jeremy Hales. And that is unfortunate. So if someone like me is talking about what they do, if I talk about all the stupid and the crazy, one of the things is they aim at me. I would much rather them aim at me. They continue to aim at people like George, Jeremy, because they have gone out of their way to cause problems there. And it's just, God, it's ugly. It's ugliness personified. But anyway, give me 1 second. I'm checking something. 1 minute. Weird. Okay. Let's look at super chats now. Let's check it. So, Max Lab, thanks for the 2. Default judgment on Patriots. Yeah, we will see how that turns out. Thank you, by the way, Max Lab. And Max Lab also redacted the document. That's awesome of you, my friend. Thank you for that. That is very cool of you and much appreciated. Bunsen Rockenstone, thanks for the 5 there. She's saying ADA protected. Yes, that is actually that is a statement. Again, that is a Miyagi creation, by the way. I thought that was really funny. I put it on my stuff. I play it on there every now and then. But yeah, she believes that you cannot talk about all of the craziness that she has been involved in because she proclaims a disability. She believes that really she's ADA protected. So, if you're under the ADA, under the American with Disability Act, people, they can't call out your bullshit. And that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That the ADA has nothing to do with you and commentary and more, but she does believe that. She said that on plenty of videos and more. Lorraine, thanks for the 5. Made it the beginning of the stream too. Yay. Yeah, by the way, today, again, just a note, Jay was here on time. He was actually here early. But I was like, no. We cannot go on time. We cannot go early. We must be late. Otherwise, the chat, they won't know what to do. He was like, but I want to be the greatest co-host. I was like, no. Can't be that kind of strife, Jay. Sorry. Re-arrive, thanks for the 2 there. I see Megan didn't bother doing her hair. I know, Megan, so slipping there. And what's up with the voice? Oh no, Mistrust Loon. Thanks for that. Here's for Jay's 3-way. Oh no. Emmett, thanks for the 50 there. More than happy to help with the new PC fund. Thank you for that side. Thank you. I appreciate that. Actually, this PC is jacked up. So I think I will at the end of this month, but I may have to before. I've got something I'm going to try out, but this one is jacked up, between the StreamYards, change-ups, and more. So I do appreciate it. Hey, Cindy, thanks for the 2. Just Jay Hib, hi from down the road. Hey, well, thank you for being here for Jay. Again, I appreciate you all. One of the things I do appreciate, I don't do a lot of guest streams. I've been trying one week. So with people showing up, That's important too. You know, we talk again. I noted this specifically again with the title with them getting nuked. They were whining so much about stuff and saying that Jay was so ineffective. Like he can't be somebody on a stream. So I thought it would be funny. I thought it'd be funny to counter what they're stating. I thought it'd be funny to have the guy on that breaks them down all the time. He I'm Lord. If anybody knows anything about them, he does. It's just have fun with it. Maybe not. What's up? Drop that 10 giftos. Maybe not. Appreciate you. Maybe not. For real. Thank you. Sister Sal. What's up, Sister Sal? Drop the 10 giftos too. Man, 20 giftos right out the gate there. That was right at the beginning. You too as well. Thank you to both of you. Rebel Bird dropped a hundo. Rebel, what's up? Thank you, by the way. And love to you. Love to the mods, man. You guys hold it down. Again, appreciate that. Towards a new PC for you, boss. Talk to Jeremy at the quartering about meta PCs. They'll build it any way you want it. I'm sure it could get you a healthy discount. I may do that. I may check in. I'm not sure. Like I said, one of the skills I do not have is building a PC. You know, I understand a PC, but I'm still boomerish. So, you know, building one up, I need something that can handle the weight of what all I do. I don't want to have to like, you know, I don't want to have a broken one forever. This one right here, it's been good, but it's gotten so much on it. It was just a stand-in computer. Mine, my last one, it broke down during the depth trial. I killed it from putting too many hours on it. So this, I went out and bought just the fastest the tower I could find. I had to have it I had to have it the next morning. So I was like, no. So I just bought one, the first thing I could find. And I thought, well, it's got enough spec to do it. So I'm shocked it's lasted as long as it has. You know, it was never meant to be a long-term solution. It was supposed to be a very temporary one. William, thanks for the 5. Jay's singing is better than Megan's. Oh no, it's just the voice ruins it. Oh no, oh no. And of course it says that's a joke. That's funny. The Cynic, thanks for the 2 there. You can always get Jay's channel at fleecap.com. Oh my God, I need to tell him that. Fleecap.com. Yes. He has a redirect. That's actually a great redirect for him, by the way. So fleecap.com, if you type that into your computer, it will redirect to Jay's channel. So somebody needs to let him know that domain, and it rolls over to him. To be honest, I keep telling him that he needs to clip the flea caps and make it a standalone video. That would actually be a good thing for him. He could do the live stream and then clip it out, you know, and essentially double dip on it a couple of days later. You know, he doesn't have to do it for that day, but a couple of days later it could roll in. Jack, thanks for the 2. Jay sings on leave. Indeed. Poor Jay. 4 years. Maybe not. Thanks for the 2 there. Jay may not be perfect, but he's okay-ish. Okay-ish. I like that. So fun. That's good there. You build yours, Kitty, and you have no clue. That's fun. I've never tried. I've never tried to do one. Let's see. Oh, Allie. Kermit Lives. Thanks for the 8. Just rejoin Ray Hip. I forgot about old Ray Hip. I should have asked him about Ray Hip. That's funny. I should have. Rickles dropped it 2 there. Add one more. Thank you. That's when we were building toward the song and then the not song. De Floofy. Thanks for the 2. De Floofs. Reward the bug with the candy monies. That's great. By the way, I did take them today. So I took them to a little town that is well, it's bigger than the one I'm in, but I took them to Cookeville, Tennessee. Cookeville, Tennessee, if you ever are in Tennessee, by the way, they have an ice cream place out there that is amazing. Oh God, they're so good. It's right in the middle of town. It's called the Creamery. They have a Mexican chocolate. Oh my God, I said Mexican. Oh no. No, but it is the best. I love it. They have a lot. I mean, they make their own ice cream, but the kids love it. And there's a place that they like to eat down there too. There's a place. It used to be a. It's funny. It used to be a bar. All right, that it used to be like an adult place, but they had the best food. And in Cookeville, they have a community college. Or not a community college, but a state college. I said community. I went to community college. I actually went to Tech. I like Tech. But they have Tennessee Tech there. And there's this place out called Spanky's. And it used to be just a bar, but its food was so good that it became an eatery. And like people, like an establishment people go to. It still has a bar in it, but it is family friendly now with food. They became so good and they got voted so good for so long. They were like, maybe there's something in this food thing. So the kids love the food there and they begged to go there. So I took them down there today. I took them to Books A Million. I can't remember where else. Those are the main highlights out of it. But I took them down to Books A Million. They have a big Books A Million there. And yeah, the oldest, her birthday again is in 1 week. So I took her down and she got some books, some Mothman stuffy, some I think a Junji Ito stuffy, and some other stuff. She'll probably tell you about it next week. Rachel, thanks for the 35 months. If Bug reads again, can she sing Happy Birthday minus F-bombs? I don't know if she'll go, but I will bust up. Do you need a birthday song? I will bust you up one. If she shows back up, I will have her bust one up. But I don't know if she will or not. I'm not sure. But here, let me bust you out one.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
From both of us to you.
Happy birthday.
May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday. We love to have you here. Happy birthday. Here's to another year.
Oh, that's good times there. Oh man. Oh, these are so cute. So my oldest is telling me right now, she's messaged me and she's like, hey, next week I want to make the thumbnail. And I was like, I don't know what the I was like, if you come on, you're coming on for a bit, but you're not the it's not just like a stream with you and I alone. It can't be. That's a YouTube issue, so when I say that, they have they're really stickler about that stuff. But she sent me some pictures. Let me show you a couple of these. I love her little art style. She makes little characters, and one second. Good Lord, man. I just got one of the craziest emails I've ever seen. Oh my God. I'm telling you, folks, I get some crazy emails. I just saw that one when I was sending these over to myself. Oh my gosh, dude. I love the really threatening ones are really just wild. And it amazes me sometimes. I can be like, yeah, these people out there, they're like, we're really not bad people. We have morals and stuff. And then they send you emails and they talk about how, I looked you up online and I found where you live. And it's like, wow, that's lovely. These people are so crazy. They try to intimidate you all the time. It's so weird. Jen, I'll pull those pictures of it. It'll take them a minute. This whole system being weird. Jen, thank you for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Thank you. Cynic dropped a 2 there. Thank you. The Fleas Cricket co-host sounds better than Flashes. It does, It sounds what's that word? Real. Yeah, it actually sounds real. Look at her Look at her little guy here. I love these though. She's got this art style where she makes her little characters. You know, I love looking at them. I think they're so cute. You know, she does all kinds of pictures, but she's been developing them, and like I said, they're so cute. You know, this was she was like, here, look, this is her little avatar that she's been using. You can see it down there. She's been developing her, I forget what she calls it. She has a specific word, not an avatar or character. There's some word for it, but you see it hidden right there. It's cute. She got a little alien. She makes some cool stuff though. But Theresa, thanks for the 10 there. Have you given Jay the haikus? Oh man, I need to give him those. I do. I need to shoot them to him. Green veg, thanks for the 5. That doesn't sound like Megan. It sounds like female Fleesa. Oh no. Oh no. A female Fleesa. That's funny. Oh no. Ninja Puppy, thanks for the 5. Can I get some song? Can I get some shoulder with that song? Oh no. It's not becoming like that. Maybe not. Thanks for the 2. No more singing. I like big butts, Jay. Oh my God. Man, you know what I like with Jay too? He is always down with just goofing off and having fun. You know, he doesn't take anything seriously. He doesn't get mad about it. You know, some people have no sense of humor, and you can tell he absolutely, you know, he just doesn't care. He doesn't take himself seriously. And I love that. I like that about their whole show, you know, the whole shtick there. I'm putting this into I'm putting this in that song we made earlier. I'm seeing if they'll gangster rap it, you know, first. Oh my God. I just want to see how this comes out. Let's see. We need to put bass. That's important. Heavy bass. I've got that. Has to have heavy bass, lots of bass. Gangster rap. For real, that is how my tags go. Sometimes put in like, you know, Atlanta rap. Okay, let's see if it'll make a song while we're sitting here. I want to see if it'll make a rap song out of it. And then I'm going to see if it'll just do a parody song. Oh my God. All right, where is that? Let's see. No more singing. I love it though. Diana, thanks for the 3 there. Did gifts arrive? So we just got today. We just got a bead kit that had arrived. That came today. So thank you, by the way. I'm not sure. I didn't say who sent it, so I don't know how to thank there. Diana, write me and I'll let you know exactly what's there, because I'd gotten a few and I want to make sure again, and thank you all. The kids, like I said, they got a Halloween bag. Man, they love those things. They've been carrying those things everywhere. And I mean, they get so many cool things. So thank you. Appreciate you. But yeah, write me. Let me know specifically. And thank you too. Sister Sal, thanks for the 10 breadstick money. And check Venmo. I will. Let me stray outside here. Oh man, there's been a couple that popped in too. So there's like 4 there. So we have, there. So we had a 50 Venmo for the fun times for Bug and Luck. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Like I said, that'll go straight into their fun times for sure. I always have so much fun taking them out and doing stuff too. Jeanette sent 30 as well. Thank you. That is awesome of you. Sent that through PayPal. There's not a statement on it. I mean, that's a huge statement. Thank you. That is awesome of you. I had Sheila sent 10 in. Thanks for the laughs. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here too. I appreciate you. That is really awesome of you. And I also, we had a 10 come in as well from Rachel. Thank you there too. That's for Lug's birthday next week. Thank you too. You know, again, I'll take her out and we'll have fun. She's already, you know, in the little sissy. I always make sure, you know, she gets stuff too. She's little and, you know, it's a good message. Like you never, when you're really little, you know, her whole world is like candy and, you know, a few little toys here and there that she wants. So I always make sure to get her stuff too. And Martin, thanks for the 2. To help buy Jay some buckles. That's funny. Lawanda, thanks for the 5. Tongue and his dog named Hip perform entertaining tricks. That's hilarious. Linda, thanks for the 2. Please spare my ears. Indeed, indeed. What's the safe word? Oh my God, this is so funny. So I got a preview of the song. Would you like to? Would you like to hear a little bit of it? Would you like to hear the first minute of how of how the 2L song sounds as a rap song? Would you like to hear that? I think it's hilarious. Check this out. 1 second. All right, so check this out. This is only a preview of it. Again, I have not gone through and messed with it that much, you know, so this is just straight generation of it with certain, just with certain items, but check it out.
We saw a face in the gravy bowl, shining bright, divine control. She told us buy more folding chairs. We built the temple by the county fair.
Lisa Lee, our protector, keeper of coupons and cosmic nectar. She guards our souls, our Wi-Fi too, and takes attendance when skies turn blue. Lisa Lee, our protector, keeper of coupons and cosmic nectar. She guards our souls, our Wi-Fi too, and takes attendance when skies turn blue. Lisa Lee. She speaks to static on FM10. Says clean your house, then do it again. She blessed the Castro, blesses the spam. Once turned the Diet Coke into yam. Lisa Lee, our protector, high priestess of the smoke detector. When she hums, the power surges. She saves our souls and our service charges. Lisa Lee.
Left foot, right foot, spin 3 times. Text Lisa to the hotline line. Raise your mugs, salute her name.
That's right. What do you think? I think that sounds. These people have no idea what they're doing. That's what you learn. Look, that's what we bust up. Those wonderful bars. That's what we bust up without trying. So, isn't that amazing? K-Bat, thanks for the 5 there. Money to buy Jay. More song lyrics. There you go. That's what he needed. Thank you. D spills the tea. What's up, D? By the way, man, you need some spotlighted love too. You know, there are dozens of channels. You know, there are a lot of people out there. Some channels, I miss channels. I forget people. I forget again. And I also, even if you have a channel, some folks, I don't know if you want the spotlight because it comes with some really bad people. You know, honestly, like D Spills the Tea had the problem with that. They went after her channel and they hit it. They hit it for garbage. It's a garbage hit. Absolute garbage. Misuse of the system there. But, you know, at the same time, I do want people to, to see some of the work you folks do. But D Spills the Tea, thank you for the membership. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. And welcome to Tug's Thugs. And appreciate you too, D. Elizabeth Palmer. Hey, thanks for the 5 there. There's not a statement, but that is a big statement. Back in the channel is a huge statement. Thank you. Cynic, thanks for the 2. Poor Jimmy Baggy got banned by the fleet. Oh no. Oh no. That is so sad. That is the saddest thing I've ever heard. The Wanda, thanks for the 2. Subscribe, Mr. Hip. Thank you for that subscription, by the way. Thank you for going over there and helping him out. Double Karma, thanks 5. Please help our girl, Georgie, beat the fleas and subs ASAP. She's about 50 to 60 subs off 2K. I really want her over 2K by the end of the month. We'll be hitting people. Again, what I think is a good idea is we we focus. You don't want to focus. See, you don't want to focus more than one channel at a time, because it doesn't maximize effort. So what we do is we hit one, then we focus on another for whatever goal they need, and we keep building. But yeah, they're one as well. And you know, there's a group of people, loved all of them. Like I said, everybody out there, but we tick away, you know. I want, like I said, I want Rosalind to have some of that love. Jordy Coop, you know, again, I'm going to forget people out of the mix. And that, I always hate that, because some they're like, you know, some people take offense to that. It's like, well, that's actually why I don't do shout outs most of the time, because if you don't mention people, some of them get offended. It's like, well, you know, that's not really about that. But I can't remember everybody, you know. Like I said, I get about 300 emails on a crazy day, but I get 300 emails and messages plus on a well, not really even a crazy day. Not to mention notifications. Like if I post something, you know, if there's 100 likes on something. So if I post a couple of things, you know, we're talking about, God, some days there'll be thousands of notifications and stuff to see. So it does get crazy, but it is an effort by a lot of people. And I do appreciate all of you. Auntie M, thanks for the vibe. Paint chips always bring a kniff. Yes, a kniff to the pew pew fight. Because felonies. That's right, indeed. I'm telling you, again, he's like, oh, you know what? I want trial by combat. What a clown, dude. What a fucking clown. It's just like his filing. You know, he's in there and he's whining about all of us and a meme that was done about about Megan and with Mafia. And I was like, this dude legitly brags that he was associated with the Mafia, and he threatens people with that association. What a clown, man. Sandy, thanks for the tip. Hey there, Tug, Jay, and Chad. Well, hey there, back to you. Much appreciated. Suzanne, thanks for the 10. Well, Jay show his shoulder for the super chat. Oh, he ran off. I'm going to tell him he has to show some shoulder. He has to after everything. He does. God, he has to. I mean, seriously. What a monster there. Yeah, okay. Hey, Diane. So the beads and lip gloss on the way too. Yes, thank you. The bead thing again. The oldest, especially, I told her, she keeps telling me, I want to make a bracelet. I want to make you like not a bracelet. She calls them candy. I want to make you one of those. You know, she's made me one with like, that's cute, but she just wants to make me one. She was like, I want one for showing off on your show. What should it say? I was really having, I think I'm going to have her make me a polyflop bracelet to show off to you folks. I don't think that'll be fun. James, thanks for the 2. Guys night. That's right. That's right. Indeed. Thank you. Rosilla, thanks to. How much to mute Jay's mic for the night? I think it's muted now, right? Wanda, thanks for the 10. Tug and Jay rock. Thank you. Yeah, for real. You know, all the joking. Again, I cut up about Jay and stuff, but Jay's fun. He's a good guy. They did stress him out at one time, and then he learned that, you know, with lawsuits and stuff. Again, you imagine this. You have somebody that, you know, you talk about what they're saying about you and all the craziness they're pointing at other people. And then they come in and threaten, you know, you like Lips did. So, of course, that's a bit stressful. But Jay he's learned a lot of lessons really early on, lessons that you don't usually have to learn this early on because these people are so crazy. It's just a sound. Well, actually, Tracy, sorry, Tracy. Thanks for the 50 there. Thank you. To make the haters mad. Also, sorry, Jay. Don't sing, my ears can't take it. Oh, so much fun. Sister Sal dropped it at 50 as well. Thank you. Thank you to both of you. You're all awesome. More breadstick money to make the haters boo-hoo. I know. They're going to be so sad. It's going to be so upsetting. They're going to have a cry stream. and all of you, you know, we definitely feel for them. I mean, it really upsets me what kind of horrors they've been through. In fact, if you'd like to call out those horrors, you can always do that by super chat. I'm just playing. I mean, yes, it's a very serious topic. How terrible. How terrible. Oh, Emmy, thanks for the 10. Lug, your laughter is infectious. I know she's funny. Did you hear her when she heard Jay singing, you know? And then you notice she tried to be really nice about it. She was like, his isn't the worst. So, you know, that's the same thing with both of Lug and Bug. You know, they were both they both tried to be nice about it. You know, Tizzy, thanks for the 2. For Jay to stop singing. I don't know. Maybe we need to clip that for the intro. Thank you, Tizzy. Hey, appreciate your new video, by the way. I think one of the days, depending on what happens while Megan's gone, I may pull up one of your videos again, like your last one, because your videos are good, you know, and I really want more people to see them. In fact, Mons, why don't you link Tizzy's newest video? People should go check that out. It's good stuff. Jessica, thanks for the 5. I'm spending my birthday in Cedar Key in Jeremy's condo. Please play the birthday song. Oh, man, because I've been singing it all day long. Well, here, I got to bust that out. Here, you ready for this? Here.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
From
all of us
to you. Happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday. We love to have you here. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Here's to another year.
Love you, folks. Loved you. Appreciate you there. That's awesome, though. I'm glad the song is infectious, too. Brazilla, thanks for the 2. Jay's voice coach, Listen Kinsey. He's moving further and further away, actually. Rhea Raya, thanks for the 2. Poor Jay mocked by Tug, Lug, and Bug. Stop laughing. Bug was so funny. Her face at first, oh my God. She had the funniest look on her face. Like she was like, that's too good. And then she had oh my God. Yeah, so these clowns, I saw something, by the way, you know, it was pointed out. They were saying that Megan on her show said that Michelle was trying to contact her in writing to say that that you continue to talk about this, putting her at third-party risk. And Megan's like, wow. Like, what? That is a lie and a half. That never happened. Like, Megan has never said that Michelle Preston has tried to contact her. That's insane. Like, these people just lie, man. They just make shit up. You know? They just make shit up. And then, then 2L and the gang, they pick it up, and it's so ridiculous. Cindy, thanks for the 5. We're all having fun tonight. Yes, indeed. It was a good night, too. I've had a great time. Andre, thanks for the 2. Just wanted to tick off the haters. Oh, man. Well, mission accomplished. I'm sure they're going to be mad. Jay passing. Oh, man. They're not going to be happy. John, thanks for the 2. Breadstick money to drive the fleas nuts. Well, thank you for that. That is awesome, too. So, thanks for the 19 months. Oh my God, this is too funny. Love Jay. Indeed, I had a few moments where I was messing with that. You know, you can hear me. I have problems like just keeping a straight face. Budson, what's up, Budson Rock and Stone? Thanks for the 2. Like, share, subscribe. This is the way. Indeed, it is the only way. You are 100%. And thank you, my friend. That is awesome of you. Auntie M, thanks for the 2 there. Those little crickets. It's funny. Natalie dropped a 50. Thank you there. Tug's voice is very soothing to me. Thank you, Tug. I appreciate that. Yeah. A lot of my cadence, it can be odd sometimes. You know, I'll just stop speaking. I'll pause it because I think about what I'm saying sometimes. It's some people, every now and then like but that came from mental health, but also the tone and everything. It came from that too. It helped. It helped with a lot of people that are having very bad days, let's say. So I'm glad that still it comes across well. Deborah, thanks for the 20 there. For Jay to sing the tone. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to clip his song. And then we may do it by request. Fallen Hero, thank you for the gifted membership there. Thank you, Fallen Hero. That is awesome of you. Sue, thanks for the 2. This is so funny. I know he's been a lot of fun. It was today. Lorraine, thanks for the 5 there. There's absolutely nothing wrong with your voice, Jay, because it's yours. Yeah, indeed. I mean, Jay, he gets a lot of shit for his voice, honestly. Jay speaks like that. That is how Jay sounds, for real. So these people, they've targeted him from Go over, they say they don't make fun of people. They say they don't mock or deride people, but they've attacked him from Go for something that that's how he sounds. And I love it, to be honest. It's unique. It's fun. You know who he is right off the bat. I love it. I love him. And it's just the lack of seriousness. I love that. Nana, thanks for the 2. Doug and Jay equals Tay forever. Tay, I love it. Jack Small, thanks for the 2. It sounds smooth like butter. Thank you. Suzanne, thanks for the 5 there. Hashtag polyplop. Oh no, you got to watch that backsplash. Maybe that's what that means. The back that they keep talking about, maybe that's polyplop. Gross. Taz, thanks for 11 months. Tag, if Jay sings, I'm rage quitting. No. Laughing my bootog off. I love it. Shaw, thanks for the 50. Sean Poe, indeed. Thank you for the 15 months. I want to hear Jay's birthday song. Never heard it. I'm sorry. I didn't bust that out for you. Is it your birthday, by the way? Is that your birthday today? It was that. I remember we had a I'm going to bust this up just in case. Okay.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, just in case. No, for real. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday! To have you here. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And
here's to another year.
For real. The one thing I wish is that you have plenty of birthdays, but I wish them to be very fruitful with health, longevity. Those things that matters. It's not just birthdays, but they're meaningful, with family, love, everything that goes with it. So to all you folks. Nana, thanks for 5. If we can get Megan on with you too, you have a show called Megan's Jokes. Oh no. Oh my God, that'd be funny. Maybe not. Thanks for the 2. Please have JC. I'm sorry I didn't do that. I didn't think. I usually when I have a guest on, I try to watch what's being asked for, and I got involved in the cutting up and I didn't really pay enough attention. So that's my bad. I appreciate you all. I'm sorry about that. Angel, thanks for the 21 months there. Thank you. That's awesome. Been with you since the beginning of the depth. Well, thank you. Yeah, that trial was so crazy. I look back at it. We learned a lot of lessons from that. We learned them and we carry them forward to other people. But yeah, that's crazy. And I appreciate you folks that have been here or been here longer. People, like I said, I recognize folks from different milestones. And I love that. Like some people I'll recognize. There's a couple of people that pop up like, again, like Cynic's been here forever. 2012. 2012's been here for a long time. And Dead Punk has been here a long time, and so on. Like some of you have been here a long time, and that includes, we go back. Some of them come from comic books, some of them from covering like Vic Mignogna, some from Deb, some from this, and it's all over the board, and I appreciate that. It's amazing. It's amazing to look at it. We can all come together, and we find like-mindedness and have fun. Audrey, thanks for the super chat there. Thank you. That is it. It doesn't allow a statement there, but it is a statement. Thank you. Max Lab, thank you too, my brother. Appreciate you. Love your little banana man there too. I love it. Oh man, Bunsen, you were born in the 69. Oh my God. That's awesome, actually. It's funny that it worked into our conversation. Everything kept coming up with the 69. Sister Sal, thanks for the 5 there. Here you go, Tug. Well, thank you. I appreciate you, Sister Sal. Sheila dropped a super sticker as well. Thank you for the super stickers, too. I see a couple dropped in. I see another one there. K-Matt, thank you. Like I said, I love going through those, clipping them, showing the little. She gets so many laughs out of those. So I love that. Bunsen, what's up, Bunsen Rockenstone? Thanks for the 2. Has Jay muted? Been gone? Yeah, I didn't mute him out. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have just randomly muted him. He probably didn't know what to think. It probably made him very uncomfortable. Nobody muted him. Green Veggies, thanks for the 5. Send over Bubba wants to say hi. Indeed. Maybe he still says hi to him. And again, if that's his thing, that's his thing. He shouldn't be ashamed of who he is. If he found love in the prison system, as paint chips, he should embrace that. Why should he be ashamed of himself? It's so sad. He just won't embrace it, right? Other than Jeremy, this is true. AKA the cat lady. They go after women. Yeah. That is their main mark. It's the ecosystem. They primarily target women. Because they think, when you look at the other folks around, they think women will fold. They think they're weak. That is not true, by the way. There are many very strong females that I know. They have a very, you notice, like, they targeted Madam Mayor. They targeted every female around Jeremy Hales. They have targeted everyone. Anybody that he cares about, that he works with, that he interacts with, it's nuts. And they target, of course, Megan. They go after even the obsession with certain people like Georgie. It's wild too. I love how they whine. Like I said, they spend whole days crying about fat shaming, and they were like, it ostracizes the audience. You don't use ostracize because they don't know words like that. But they're saying, making fun of them. Oh my God. Well, if you went back to that where we talked about that, first of all, these are people that are horrible to other human beings. But on top of that, too, these are people that was a response to them threatening, making it clear that they had pictures of little kids. That if they wanted to, they could send people and put out all this information that would do harm. It would send people to your home, not authorities, but people. Very much a threat. But yeah, calling them fat, that's the line, right? Talking about how people don't want to see them and try to go out and make money off of their tatas. That's the line. It's like, I see. So all the threats, channeled attempts, takedowns. Nope. Fat jokes. That's the problem, right? Audrey, thanks for the 5 there. Put on my special off-the-shoulder dress for Jay. Oh, my goodness. Jay, man. LaWanda, thanks for the do. Mr. Hip sounds better than the hacker. Mr. Hip. Yeah, actually, I like Ray. I liked it when they were busting out the Ray Hip. I did think that was really funny. He needs to make a shirt called, just with Ray Hip or a button or something. SF, thanks for the 2. Tug, make Jay sing until he beats their nose. See, that would have been great. I should have thought about that. Ketchup. Hey, what's up, Ketchup, by the way? Thanks for the 2. Please help Jay, or he'll whine about it on bingo. Indeed. I appreciate you guys, too. Jay talks up all of his co-hosts, too. He talks about how great you folks are. I don't know if you all know that, but he talks about his co-hosts like, I mean, they are the greatest people ever, and that's how it should be. I really like that about him. He is loyal to a fault with that, and again, much appreciated. Much appreciated for people that look out for him too. Sheila, thanks for the 4 months. Oh my God, Doug, that's too funny. That song is great, isn't it? SF, thanks for the 2. How's that song that perfect? I know. How did it just bust out lyrics? That was so good, wasn't it? Sue was singing the birthday. I will have to get him to do that. Sorry, Mama Bear. I should have had him sing "It's Not Your Birthday." Well, here, let me bust you out a "Not Your Birthday" song. It's not your birthday. It's not your birthday. And Jay didn't make your ears bleed. Yeah. No, I should have though. I'm gonna have to make him sing that and record it. I'll make him do a special one. I'll call him and record it. Patty, thanks for the 2. AI finally made my Muppet right. There you go. See, that's awesome there. It's hard to get the Muppet to do it for you, by the way. D spills the tea. Thanks for the 2. 14, baby. This is the run toward the hundo. Thank you. Maybe not. Asked how many. Sorry, maybe not. I should have. Again, I get cutting up with people and goofing off with stuff, and I'm terrible at watching what I should. Double karma, thanks. I was also trying to make sure of his march toward his subs, because that was a big deal to me today. That was out of anything we did today, we were going to do that. You know what's crazy? You want to hear something really bizarre? Yesterday, which was a wild night, by the way, thank you all. I appreciate that. We had over 100 super chats, right? And tonight we've done it again. So that's funny. It's also funny. It's something that can be used to laugh at the 2L in the gang, I think. Because they said again, Jay couldn't be part of building up. Double karma, thanks for the 2. Send this 2 to Jay. Congrats, dude. Yeah, I doubt it'll be moving forward like that. Oh Lord, but thank you, Photo Lady. Thanks for the 2. Here's one for the count. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you, Photo Lady. That's awesome of you. Thank you, Lynn. Thanks for the 5. Making it to 100 to piss off the haters. Well, thank you for that. That is awesome too. Appreciate it. Mad Hatter. Thanks for the 2 there. Just into the super chat. No typo this time. Thank you. Number 1 cat whisperer. Drop the super chat. Again, no statement. Big statement. Thank you. Craig dropped a 10 there. Have a good night, Jay. Doug, have some breadsticks. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Pickle Tink dropped 2 and dropped a second one and said, hey, what number am I? Again, I should have been calling numbers. I'm sorry. Fallen Hero, thanks for the 5. Having a blast playing Pokemon Legends. Yeah, listening to you too. Well, thank you there. I play games and stuff like that too while I'm doing it. And again, asking about the sub boost for Georgie. Like I said, we'll get everybody. That is the plan for sure. So we will do that. D asked about what number again. I did. Well, that would have been 98, by the way. I came at. Thanks for the 5 there. Got to make that top number. I know. And then right there, bam. That's where the 100 came in. Thank you, Don. Thank you, all of you, for running that too. That was amazing. Good bam. Thanks for the 2. Thank you for making me laugh. Well, hey, thank you for being here. That is awesome. Double karma also noted again. Yep. For this, we will definitely get her over the 2K hump. Like I said, I need to make a list and decide who all need, because again, we need a milestone. Like the first milestone for like a Georgie will be to cross over the 2K threshold, and then to move on from that. You put a milestone right there, a milestone that you can very much laugh at idiots, for when they look at it and they're like, oh my God, because they don't have the ability to do anything like that. And I love it. Rhea Rye, thanks for the team. Mark, my boys built their own PCs for chat. See, that's awesome. Like I just, that's not something I know. So I wish I could bust something out that easy, and know it, but I don't. William, thanks for the tip. Appreciate that. There's not a statement, but it is a statement. Thank you. S. John, thanks for the 5. I emailed you an AI image of Just Jay. Would you mind sharing it? It's nothing offensive. Let me look at it. Give me a second. You get a drink of water. 1 minute here. Let's see. I haven't looked. I needed to look anyway. Give me 1 minute. There it is. Yeah. I like the fact that there's a chicken involved. Give me a second. Oh, God. Let me see if it pulls it up correctly. See, the thing has been really weird about pulling up images. That's one of the... Yeah, give it a minute. I'll see if it'll do it. It hasn't locked in on it yet. I don't know what's up with that. I think part of it is streamer, but I think part of it is computer dying out on me too. I think that's part of it. I'll see about pulling it up. I'll give it a minute because it's gotta load it up and recognize it. So just give me a minute on that one. Sheila, thanks for the 2. Thanks for the laugh. Check your tip jar. Well, thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that. I definitely will do that too. Like I said, you guys are awesome. So many of you have, you are the show. I don't know how to put it any other way. You are the show. Yes. Thank you for the 10. I did mention that earlier too. And thank you. I wanted to make sure you said thanks for the laughs, and thank you, Sheila. Cajun Bioqueen, thanks for the 8 months. My grandfather died on Clouds Silver Bridge. Mothman was supposedly seen by the local people. Man, the Mothman legends, by the way, they are wild, aren't they? It's so creepy. My daughter has become like really interested in the Mothman stuff. I was telling her about it. She liked it anyway because he's an insect man. Here's that. Look at this. Oh, yes. Jay is being waited on. That right there. That is classic art. Man, that's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. That's so funny. But yeah, the Mothman stuff is wild. Double Karma, thanks for the 2 there. Yes, Jay has busted way beyond them. Oh, God. Everyone needs to know that too. Because again, they've said that he's a nobody. And if nobodies can outdo them, does that make you somebody? If nobodies are bigger than you, does that make you somebody? And I love that. Vanessa, thanks for the 5 there. Absolutely 100%. Dead Punk has been here since 2019. OG, yes, indeed. Dead Punk. Like I said last night too, Dead Punk's good people. It's not just about, being here or whatever. Dead Punk's good people. When people have like done crazy things for me, Dead Punk has been around, and I appreciate him. That's somebody again. There are people out there that'll watch your back. They're good friends. And like I said, Dead Punk's good people. Emma, thanks for the 2. Missed the beginning, but love these longer lives. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just like having people on to goof off and everything. I try not to make them terribly long, but I also, if people super chat, like I believe in reading super chats. Some people don't do that, but I very much believe in it. And I believe it's like you make the channel. And when we're going through it, I love to chat and just like if there's questions or goof off or whatever, man, I love it. I love it. What a job too, right? Oh man, read money. So thank you there. Wishful Shido, thanks for the 14 months. I think it's actually bat shit, not back. Oh, is that what they meant though? Did they mean bat shit? Is that what they meant? Is that what they meant? So Vanessa, 2017 gauge. I wonder, like, I know he came out of the comic stuff. So he would be one of the early people on the channel. He'd been around a long time. And, because comics was comics and entertainment sector. That was the first thing I looked at because it's a subject near and dear to my heart. And then I found these court cases. When I started looking at them, especially false accusation cases, I was like, oh my God. So yeah, he'd been around here since the comics before any of that. It's wild. I remember some of his art from back in the Vic Mignogna early days. Like, just some of it sticks with me from then. And it's good stuff. And Knock It Off. Thanks for the 5 there. Hey, if the fleas were dragons, their flames would be nothing more than a low spark of high-heel boys. What you think? Tripping over their own tails. Yes, indeed. They would be falling all over themselves. They would be tripping over their own stupid. And it would be funny to watch. It would be. All right, folks. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to end tomorrow. Like I said, unless something else comes up, my plan is to go over that crazy paint chips thing and to show you what's been going on. I think it's important that you really see that because people keep talking about it, but I think it's time to discuss that mess. So that's the plan, unless something comes along and really strikes, something in there. And by the way, look at this too. Bonnie, thanks for the 2. Jay's at 3.9 now. He's going to hit 4K. It's going to be amazing. So anyway, folks, go over to Just Jay. Check him out there. He's having a show now. I haven't done the redirect on it. Just go over. You just type in Just Jay. You'll find him. Love to you, folks. I'll be on tomorrow. Thank you. Peace.